Welcome in, everybody. I'm Warden, and you found your way to Wardens of the Weave. Whether you're one of the faithful or just wandering in for the first time, I'm glad you're here. Today we've got a beach episode, so buckle up, grab a snack, summon your inner magic, and let's weave something unforgettable together. If you haven't, hit the follow button, toss a hello into the chat. I love meeting new faces, and the weave is stronger every person that joins us. Participation is encouraged, lurking is respected, and chaos is always appreciated. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and read off the session summary from last time. So, the party, after arriving at Winterly... No, did I not update it here? I did not update this here. Hang on. I'm already messing up. We're only like...
Scuff is appreciated.
We're only messed up... Like, it's 45 seconds in, I'm already messed up.
Listen. That means you have another 3 hours and 3.5 hours to get it right. All right, don't worry, you got this.
Okay, good.
Mess up early. That way you have the rest of the time.
Oh
to fix
man,
it.
I didn't. Okay, that's just messed. I messed up so bad. Hang on, let me just go to actual place. All right, Lavender wakes up to find that Korthina, the mimic, and all of the boxes containing the infernal artifacts are missing. She wakes the rest of the party, including a creed that failed to satisfy Velvet. The party has a group discussion in Lavender's room where they confirm the boxes were in fact gone. Creed tried to go after Korthina, only to be stopped by Egon, who said that she would be back shortly and not to worry. After putting around and getting some extra rest, Korthina does return and lets off steam on the party, expressing discontent about feeling useless and unneeded. After some conversations and reassurance by the party, they set out with Sister Maribel and Nixie. On the way back, they stop to set up camp when Lavender is attacked by a hollow bloom, a corrupted fey entity. They killed it and burned it. The next day, Lavender lamented the death of the creature, and Korthina offered to bottle the ashes as much as she could. Korthina and Lavender had heart-to-heart. Party resumed their journey to Stonecall, and Creed got arrested. Cue, show music here. Lavender and Korthina go and talk to people in the military court and ask Creed about why he was taken. Gloom goes and has a discussion with the bookseller. The party returned to the safe house after retrieving Creed. Various other conversations were had before bed, including Creed dumping a bottle of alcohol onto Lavender's head. And that's kind of where we're at. So you guys had a long rest, and now it is morning.
Yay!
I should not have drinking that much.
I should have drank. Oh, it's already catching up with me. Okay.
Korthina's down in the kitchen. You smell amazing food of like sausages and eggs and maybe like some sautéed salads of some kind.
Ooh, fancy.
I imagine Trixie is already just trying to sneak it in and try to steal a bit, even though she doesn't realize that you're going to give her some anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nixie.
Korthina's like looking around, like hearing her pitter patter, looking around, like, "Do you want some?" Like, what? Where are you?
Okay. Creed will slowly get out of bed and follow his nose downstairs to the kitchen and just kind of peek his head around the corner. It's
Flipping omelets with just the pan.
Yeah, let me...
I never figured out how to do that.
Butter.
It's just a
Butter.
flick of the wrist.
Luck of the draw.
Because I can imagine, like, it's kind of a decent-sized kitchen, so there's, like, kind of like an island type thing in the center, and that's where she kind of, like, preps everything, and so she slides, like, just this omelet on a plate, and there's, like, 2 other omelets sitting there already. She starts another omelet.
Oh shit, you're on top of it this morning. Thank you.
No problem, I woke up kind of early. I actually got a decent night's rest. How'd you guys do?
Lavender's just like...
Say your piece, Lavender.
Oh, I was just ready for you. Lavender looks terrible, but that's all. She just gives a little thumbs up and, like, snacks on the flour.
I was gonna say Tree doesn't look much better.
You guys look like you need an extra something.
extra few hours of sleep would have probably helped, but
And
it just wasn't coming that night.
And I hit the start session button so you guys can look at the map.
Oh yeah!
We have no map.
That's right! We have the manor!
Oh yeah, where's the kitchen? Where's the kitchen?
You're in it.
Oh, this is all we got. Oh.
Yeah, it's not. It's you don't get the whole estate. You just get the safe house.
I thought we were over here.
No, that's Lord Wisterian's.
I misunderstood. I thought he just gave us the keys and...
Yeah, to a safe house.
Bummer City. Anyway.
No, we're just giving him shit.
So anyway, no, she as she sees you guys like looking like trash, she reaches up, she walks over to one of the walls, and there's just bottles and stuff, and she sits there, she kind of looks at them, and she pulls one down, and you see she's like sauteing vegetables for breakfast, and she dumps a bunch of whatever the heck that is. You see her cork go, and she dumps it and puts it back up on the thing and starts tossing it a little bit. She's like, "This will be fine. You guys will wake up after this. It'll be great."
Better not contain any alcohol, and Lavender just like looks straight at Creed.
He's salivating. He's just staring at the ball like the bottle's salivating. Just.
She like kind of like holds it up a little bit, like pretty high, like up to her face, and she blows hot air, like fire on the bottom of the pan. She's like, "It'll cook out by the time."
All right.
It'll taste good.
But,
Don't worry about it. And she turns and she takes like the cooked salad greens and she like kind of gently like puts it next to both, and she just makes the omelets all pretty and everything else, and she slides maybe 4 plates, right? However many plates, and she slides them over like to you guys, and then she slaps one and she takes this other bottle and it looks like a jar, but there's no label on it, and it just has this like bright red liquid in it. And she kind of shakes it a little bit. She pops it open, pours a little bit on her omelet, closes it, and sets it on the table, and then just starts eating her omelet.
Lavender's going to do a meta check to try to see what it is.
Oh, it's just but like really hot sauce.
really
You see, like,
hot
steam
sauce.
floating in it.
I'm one for a spice.
Smell
Why
it.
not?
She popped it open. Well, when she popped it open, if you guys like smelled it, like in the air, just fumes came out. It like burned the inside of your nose if you're sensitive to hot stuff. If you don't like spicy, you don't want this.
I'll indulge.
Lavender's going to...
You sure?
What is the worst that could happen? Am I gonna explode?
She looks down at the thing.
Korthina, am I going to explode?
You won't explode. You're just.
Your insides will explode out of you due to the hand.
She opens the darkness and spreads some milk.
Lavender just goes, no, nope. I know my limits for now. I need to work up to it.
Listen, I need something to distract myself. So, let's do it. Creed will give himself a healthy portion of the hot sauce and kind of like mix it into all of his food.
Korthina's like cringing and sliding him like the whole carton of milk.
Alright.
And she's like, "I was gonna show you," and she holds up like under the counter. She pulls up this bowl, and I guess like a fantasy equivalent to Carolina Reapers. That's what's in her bowl. She's like, "That's what this is made of." Like,
What, peppers? I've had peppers before.
These?
I mean, not even that bad. It's not. Oh,
Oh no!
and
Just stagger around the kitchen. She pulls out like honey and she like dumps it into a bowl and starts mixing it with like, oh my god, what does she mix it with? She mixes it with like, it looks like some. She pulls something out of the freezer and it's like green, and she starts mixing it in the bowl with honey and she slides it over. She's like, "Drink the milk and then have this."
While you're doing this, Lavender's just going to take a little sip of the hot sauce. I'll roll a Constitution saving throw.
Sister
It's
Maribel is gonna walk in and she's also gonna grab a pepper and she's just gonna eat it. Straight face.
I'm gonna kill you!
Korthina, would a 15 pass?
No.
No.
Lavender's on the floor. She's she's trying her best not to look in pain, but she obviously is. So she's like stuffing flowers down her throat.
She whips up another bowl of what she gave Creed, and Creed, when you take like a bite of what she gave you, it's like cool. It almost tastes like lime sherbet with honey on it, and it just cools your mouth down.
Oh.
You okay?
Sister
Just a
Maribel
drop,
grabs another
all you
pepper and
would've
eats
needed.
it.
Wait, what?
Sister Maribel grabs a second pepper and continues to eat them.
Are you okay?
What? How did you?
They're
Do
not
you
that
need
bad.
help?
They're okay. They're not even that
Well,
No,
spicy.
she got 2 duds. That's what it is. 2 duds.
Do you want to test that, Creed?
How about this? I will bite one, and you can have the rest of it. And you tell me.
Oh, don't let him do that. I have this, and she's like holds up her hot sauce. She's like, I already had this, and that's what he had, which is like 5 of those.
That's nothing.
Lavender doesn't get close. She just backs away slowly. This is the biggest challenge she's ever faced, and she's
Wait,
not
hang
won.
Wait, hang on a second, Korthina. He's gonna like lean over the table, just get like uncomfortably close. What if I dip like an arrow in these stuff? Do you think it'd be debilitating enough in a wound to just like make someone collapse?
I mean, she pops open the jar and holds it to his nose. Like, what do you think? And it just literally like almost like when you smell like a hot sauce and it burns the inside of your nose. That's what it smells like.
Oh, my sinuses.
She closes it back up. I mean, you could.
I'm just worried all the critters will smell it and run far, far away.
That's just kind of the point. You take food and slides her plate to him, because she only put like a drizzle on like part of her omelet, and she kind of already like wiped it off. So it's like there's like a tiny trace of it, but not enough to kill you. And she's like, I'll eat this.
No. It's a matter of pride now. I need to. I've never backed down except for the times that I did.
Your stomach is gonna hate you later.
Well, if it's.
Lavender just like puts a hand on Creed's shoulder and just goes, there are some challenges you and I am not ready for. And if I'm not ready for them, I doubt you are.
You know what that means, Lavender? That means you're throwing the towel and I'm not. I need to finish this now.
No,
You know, fuck you. And Lavender just takes it from his hand and drinks it.
No!
Like, chucks it.
Alright, make a con save at disadvantage.
Yep, I would say she's like, fuck. She's fucked up.
Oh no!
It's not even worse than them.
She's on the knees. Oh, no, she's crying. Korthina is taking the whole container of lime shit and just dumping honey in it and just mixing that shit around with some milk in it. It's like
Lavender's just like... Lavender eats one of the numbing flowers. She really should have done it beforehand, but she didn't want to.
She just got the full hit.
Yep, and now she cannot kill anything.
You okay? She's mixing up this like little like help like spicy down the shit, whatever the heck you want to call it. An antidote.
Yep.
Not at all.
Sister Maribel is going to take the hot sauce. She's going to sniff it. She's going to take a sip of it. And then swallow. It's like, oh. What do you know? Oh, it's pretty nice. Just going to hand it over to Korthina.
Taste great. She looks over at Creed and Lavender. I am so sorry. I should have warned you. I have more mild hot sauce if you want it.
Oh, that wasn't mild?
Yes, I'll take some later.
Wait, what?
Wait, that wasn't mild?
No. That was the spicier one.
Oh.
Do I need to kick it up
Damn.
a notch?
Yeah, kick it up a notch.
All
Hang on,
right.
let me just check something. Creed's going to Hunter's Mark Sister Maribel to see if she has fire resistance.
Oh my god.
She doesn't have fire resistance. She's just a regular human.
Damn.
That's scary.
Some secret
Wow.
hot sauce resistance.
But she also
Catfish
has
resistance.
like 15 constitution, so you know there's that.
Wow, she's just raw dogging that shit. Okay, wow. Alright.
Korthina's sitting
Hang
there,
on,
like,
I'm curious. Hang on, I gotta get back over to. I gotta look at Nixie again because Nixie's character sheet is insane.
dude, Nixie is wild.
Noted.
Like,
Yeah, she is.
she's got her lowest stat is a 9. Her second lowest stat is a 14.
Oh damn.
She has 2 18s. So 9, 17, 14, 15, 18, 18.
Yeah, she's like matching me in her stats dang near. Just not in the same order. But she points at Sister Maribel and she says, I'll mix up something later that you might like, that might actually give you a kick.
Ooh, exciting.
So, if Creed is gonna eat the plate the clean plate that Korthina offered him, I was gonna describe to you what you taste, but if you're not, then you can let your mouth burn.
No, Creed'll eat it.
Okay, so Korthina's eating the hot whatever he did to his plate, poor plate of food. So when you guys eat the omelet, it's a pretty basic omelet. You know, it's like ham, cheese. There's other flavors in there you almost can't match, but it tastes really good. But the greens and stuff, like what she poured in it, it's a very unique flavor. And it almost has a smoky to it, but there's like a tidge of sweet you can't put your finger on it. Like, I know what that is, but I can't put my finger on it, but it tastes like really crazy mix of flavors.
What did you even put into this, Korthina? This is amazing.
That, she points to the bottom on the rack. Like, there's like just like wines and stuff, but it's stuff you wouldn't necessarily drink. You can drink it, but you normally wouldn't. You'd use it in cooking mostly. And the one she points to, the one has like just draconic writing on it.
So don't let Creed know that he can drink those. He'll get desperate.
I mean,
Anyway.
I'm assuming it's alcohol, so he knows. Oh, alcohol, but you know she uses it for
Yeah.
cooking because it's one we eat with.
We'll see how desperate he gets.
Oh no.
Huh. And you just a sploosh of that then? Just nice and easy?
That's what I use.
What's it even say? I don't know Draconic.
Lavender's going to try to read it out from what she's learned. I'll just do an intelligence check if that's alright.
Sure.
Alright, let's see. Investigation would it be? Perception? I don't know. I'll just do
it's
perception.
just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
15.
Oh yeah, you can read it. It's just I never actually thought of a name for it, but it's just the name of the wine and like a flavor. And
What
it's
color
the
wine?
flavor you would... Huh?
What color?
It's orange.
Okay.
So it says like a dragonborn whatever name on it, and
Gerald.
the flavors are like orange, like smoky orange strawberry is what it says on it.
It sounds nice. And Lavender will read that out. And I guess like kind of glare at Creed. Oh, you better not try, motherfucker.
What? Huh? What? No, I...
It's cooking wine. Don't worry about it.
No, Lavender's right.
Do I need to start locking the kitchen?
Probably.
Okay. Anyway, what are our plans for today? She points at Lavender. I do need to make a run with you to do something, but do we have anything else planned?
I do not believe so. I could use some more flowers and... Well, no, never mind about that, but... I could certainly do to stop by the apothecary.
Cool. Where would you go is nearby?
Let's see, I have this deer pelt I need to sell, and I still got some fresh cuts of meat from the boar that Gloom got a while ago. It's in the chest of preserving, so it's still good. Char and Gloom seem a little under the weather a little bit, so I think they're just going to stay in.
The Admiralty?
Well,
I think the Admir's going to be playing nurse.
Oh, poor guy.
Gets in full nurse scrubs with that face mask. It gets
Yeah.
sticky tape to his like
That
skull.
would be hilarious.
No ears.
Oh,
Don't tell me he's got
alright.
his rectal thermometer prepared.
Keep that thing away from me.
Korthina looks at
It's just
Sister
his arm.
Korthina looks at Sister Maribel. Are you gonna stay behind too?
No, I'm coming with you.
Oh, and Nixie, do you want to come along? Yeah, I bet we can find something fun for you.
And Nixie's also gonna.
Maybe. Yeah. Just I gotta ask. Does Nixie's like liar or whatever she uses look like beat up?
Loot.
Yeah, loot.
It's seen better days.
Lavender's going to ask her if she wants to get a replacement or have it repaired or anything.
She'd express interest in doing that.
Well, let's get going.
All right.
And like
Okay.
Lavender will just be talking with Nixie about how she uses the liar while Nixie uses the loot and how they should like perform together and all that.
Korthina cleans up the kitchen and
Oh, well, I'm going to help with the cleanup.
oh,
Lavender's just going to check in with the people upstairs to make sure they're settled in and just give them a few flowers while they're doing that.
all right. And after the kitchen's clean, I'm assuming we're going.
Yes, let's go.
All right, let me go ahead and
Into
switch it over to. So you guys go into Stone Call.
Cool.
You go switch over here. Party. So you guys go right there. Of course, there's General Tiger Claw down there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go to the merchant's quarter, I'm assuming.
Okay. As you get to about here, Lady Songbird stops you. Says,
Oh, shit.
adventurers.
Hi, how's it going?
Well, it's going well. How are you?
Good, we're just gonna go run some errands. Do you need anything?
Oh, we don't need anything specific, but just letting you know, today is a great and wonderful day to go down to the beach if you are so inclined. I imagine you'd probably want some rest after the long journey you had.
Korthina beams.
So,
You know-
Lavender's just kind of...
I haven't been to the beach in a long time. Yeah, why not? Not doing anything else important.
Korthina whips around.
Lavender's... Oh, sorry, Lavender's just going to ask, what are the policies on clothing?
well, I imagine you want to be somewhat partially clothed at the very least.
Well, in that case, I need to buy a swimsuit.
Korthina turns and goes, everybody, oh my god, change of plans, let's go to the beach!
And where are the other three of your party? I could have used. I needed to speak with Theodmer.
Sick in bed, I think Theodmer's playing nurse.
I see. Well, I will speak with him another time.
Lavender's just going to
Okay.
turn to the others and just go, now that I think about it, is his medical knowledge up to date? I don't know. What is he going to do to them?
You know,
Well, I mean, he kind of
I don't
has
have
himself
aces.
as like a reference, at least for the bones. So, like, he can't be that far off.
but I'm. Oh no. What have we left them with?
Oh well, too late now.
Yeah, no, my initial plan was like just I'm letting you guys run with that story because that's great. But the other plan was that they would get 10 gold for helping Lady Songbird move some stuff. Give them a reason to
Just
not
helping
do
her
it.
move.
Yep. So
Just need you to move the furniture up to the second floor, please.
yeah, pretty much like the whole
Gloom moving
session.
furniture. Okay.
Well, actually, I got something.
He's going to sit on the furniture as it's being
But-
moved.
Ian was also not supposed to be gone this session. I only
I
found
know, I'm
out just today. So, but anyway,
Listen,
Merchant's Quarter.
she got this. She got
Yep.
the sniffles. All right, it was completely unavoidable.
Theodmer's not here. Gloom's not here.
The croaks.
The
She has a frog in her throat. That's great.
She's pregnant?
God, you got the wrong tiefling.
Oh,
Get him out of here.
Wrong tiefling. We want the
What is this piece of shit?
we want the one that's really disappointing.
Yeah.
What the disappointment.
Snow is still not making it very clear.
All right, so then we're here. I guess Korthina's gonna follow Lavender to get her a swimsuit. So let's see, where would that be?
Would it be a finer wear? Would it be?
Oh no, Franny's finer wears. Got it. Come on, Lavender, let's go.
Lavender's just going to turn to her and say, I think you've misinterpreted what I was planning. And she's going to walk straight towards the apothecary.
Oh, wait, okay.
Huh?
Hold on, let's get these two. Get these doing dough.
Would that be pick me a potion? Which one? Whatever, the one with flowers.
The, where'd it go?
There's magical apothecary, the green building on the
Pietro's-
northern
I guess it
Pietro's
side.
floral would be where you would get flowers.
Where's that one? I can't see it on it.
Left. Like,
There it is.
Middle left. And she just like books it at 500 meters in like 2 seconds.
Dang.
Wow.
Apparently Nixie can do that too. So can Sister Maribel. Creed.
Instant
Okay,
transition.
You guys have fun.
He doesn't want to break his leg.
Lavender's.
No, I need to sell something first to have money. Remember, Creed's broke.
It's not your fault you didn't take your share.
No, exactly. No, he's not blaming anyone else for that. He just feels like he doesn't deserve it.
Oh. I mean, okay. So tell us about your swimsuit.
Well, Lavender just walks in and just turns to that register and just goes, do you sell any rope? And do you have any extra... I don't know what else you would use. Do you have any rope? And I'll also take all the bushels of these flowers. And she just kind of like waves her hand to like try to buy like 10 gold's worth.
I don't have any rope, but if you go to the general shop, I imagine you could get rope.
Well then, off we go. And Lavender's just going to scoop up the flowers, deposit 10 gold, and just walk out.
Okay.
And she turns to Nixie and Korthina and just goes, well, the thing about flowers is that they're very versatile. And she's going to go straight to the... where did you say? The general store?
Yeah, Jumo General Shop where Creed is.
Well, we're going to wait for Creed, but yeah, that's where she's heading to.
Okay.
Creed's going to... I imagine that... I mean... It's a general shop. I'm hoping they have something for Creed for like he can sell his deer pelts and his butchered meat for some amount of gold.
So you're selling the butchered meat as well?
Yes, butchered meat and the deer pelt.
How many deer pelts? Is it just one?
I think let me check. It's 2. He has 2 deer pelts.
Okay, so it's gonna be 20 gold pieces for the deer pelts. For the meat, he will offer you 5 gold.
That's fine. So 25 total.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's that better be enough for a fucking swimsuit.
Yeah.
All right. Pleasure doing business.
I imagine as Creed is about to walk out, Lavender just like walks in with like covered in flowers. Nixie like carrying a whole other crate of them. Korthina standing there.
What? The,
Korthina
Yeah.
has no idea what she's playing.
Lavender like goes up to the store and says, "My good sir, I need some rope and some light fabrics."
Of course. Oh, well, did you need the fabrics made in any specific way, or are you just taking the fabrics on your own?
Oh, I guess taking them on my own. I need them right now.
Well, for a single length, I'm gonna say 1 silver for a length.
Well, I'll take 2 lengths then. And how much for the half cloth?
For the, you said alcohol?
For the cloth.
Oh, for the cloth.
I'm not Creed.
So for the lengths of cloth, the lengths of the cloth were the 1 silver each. For the rope, I believe. Let me double check the price of rope.
1 GP, but at the same time, Creed will just kind of
Yeah, so for a 50 feet of rope, it's 1 gold piece.
Lavender's going to get 2 of each, so that's 3 gold total. And
So that'd be 2 gold and 2 silver.
well, so would that be 3 gold total?
No, because the length of the cloth, the fabric you're using to turn into a swimsuit, I'm guessing. is 1 silver piece for a length.
Oh, it's 2 silver pieces, a piece of gold, or
No, 10
No.
silver pieces is a gold.
Oh. All right, I'm trying to enter that in.
Yeah,
Let's
you're good.
see. All right, that should be good. Oh, damn! I accidentally. That was 2 platinum. Whoops.
Yeah, don't do
Lavender
that.
just fucking throws that. God,
Oh, whoops!
God
I
damn,
dropped
Lavender.
15 platinum just now.
Oh,
fucking
silver.
chump
Okay.
change over there to Lavender. Oh, 2 platinum.
No,
I'm
Piggy.
trying to. Okay. Okay, that's something. I think I fixed it. Okay. And that is 2 and 2 remove. Okay, and now Lavender's just going to walk out with all of it in her arms and like a smile in her face. And she's going to plop herself down, like at a nearby table or wherever there's like a place to sit. And she's going to quickly start weaving together like a swimsuit, like with basic fabric, and then covering the rest with, like, kind of making a bikini out of flowers,
That's dope.
but using the rope to hold it together and like cloth to like reinforce it. And she's like talking to Nixie the entire time, just going like, "Well, this flower is certainly more water resistant. It's not completely like, waterproof, but it'll last for a good while. And when it's done, you can have a good snack. It goes well with the salt water." But wait, is the like salt water? And she's going to just ask that in character and just like keep moving.
I think it's a freshwater body of
Yeah.
water, just very large lake.
Yeah.
Won't taste as good, but it'll still be good enough. We're basically going to be swimming in the soup anyway. That's what they call it, don't they? Sailors, they call it the soup. I don't think they drink it that much, though.
I wouldn't drink that.
No,
I mean,
Personally.
technically the ocean is a soup.
Ew.
It's a bunch of water that's seasoned up with salt, has vegetables and meat in it.
That's so gross.
Lambert just going to turn to Sister Maribel and go, "You're exactly right. It's a soup." And of course, there's a dead body too floated somewhere. I guess that's the flavor.
You'll,
Just kind of shudders.
you'll see Sister Maribel wander off for a little bit.
I imagine it takes like Lavender an hour or so if y'all want to do anything during that time.
I'm sure Nixie will also wander around with Sister Maribel too.
yeah,
Well, I
let's
guess
see.
I can go pick something up from my blacksmith buddy over here. She's like, but I need you to come this way. She's looking down at Lavender. But you know,
Oh,
I'll
I
just
was.
wait for your time.
Oh,
Yeah. She wanted to
And
do
Lavender's
something with
just-
you here in the merchant's quarter.
oh. Lavender finishes up and goes, "Oh, sorry, Korthina. I forgot what you wanted us to do. Let's go."
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, I'm in no
We'd
rush.
also pick up a whatchamacallit, a loot for Nixie while we're at it. Nice little present.
That's cute.
And you kind of, even though this is like a fun little session, you kind of realize Lavender's just trying to cover her ass, like trying to act a little happier than she is. She's obviously not doing well, but she's been on the show.
We're
Hence
trying.
the flowers.
I feel that.
All right, and then she's ready to go.
So okay, so then we're gonna go over here. She's walking over here, and she stops, and she looks at Lavender. She's like, "Come on!" And we go into the bookshop.
All right, a bookshop it is.
And
And
Korthina walks, and she says, she waves at the bookkeeper.
bookseller.
Yes, the bookseller.
He sells books. He doesn't cook them.
Keep.
He sells them. He doesn't cook them. If that joke goes over your head, that's fine. You know, but
It does go way over my head.
I'm just thinking of Good Omens.
you ever heard the term cooking the books?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what you're
He's-
going for. That was not what I was
He
thinking.
sells books. He doesn't cook them. He's not a bookkeeper. He's a bookseller.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. Hell, you
Says, well, if it
Anyway.
isn't my favorite bundle of disappointment and
Oh, that's not the bundle I thought you were going to talk about, but all right.
trauma, I guess, is the best way to put that. How may I help you?
The floor with wide eyes, like, oh, okay.
Did you ever figure out the dream yet? Did that book come in handy for you?
It did. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I did want to come back and
course.
thank you for that.
Well, you seem to be a bit more civilized than the rest of your party, the two of you.
Korthina looks Lavender. You should ask him some of your questions. He's very smart, even though he's very demean talking. Like, he demeans you a lot.
Oh, sir.
Smart.
Oh, certainly not. He gave a pact to Char, and although I will admit it was mostly Char's fault for being that stupid, I'm not in the habit of making any more pacts. Thank you very much. Although I still will appreciate the way you gave me information on my first pact.
Well,
It's not,
if you have questions, I am willing and happy to answer them for you.
I promise. You won't have to sign
Is there? Well, all right. Do you have any idea what's causing my dreams? Do you believe they're for the same origin as this one's here?
Your specific dreams, it seems to be that someone is tormenting you. Now,
Oh yes, I kind of put that together.
I don't know her name, but I know her title. And she is not a fun one to get involved with, unfortunately, but it seems as though you have. So,
it appears you'll not give me the title for free.
well, I don't wish to necessarily invoke her if I can avoid it, but I am happy to share this information with you. Consider it my interest in repairing the heart of one who's lost so much. And I have in my notes somewhere. I gotta find it. I'm scrolling, but so the title of this particular archfey is Venetricx Hjarta. And that's Sylvan. He says that in Sylvan, those are Sylvan words rather, and that is what it translates to.
Well, shit.
Now I do appreciate someone of that particular caliber of work, but the way she goes about it feels a bit questionable to me. I am always one for agreements, mutual agreements, but it seems as though the way she does her work is not through agreeable means. So I would love to see her taken down.
Well, that certainly was a lot more informative than I expected from you.
What can I say?
Well,
I am a kind individual when I want to be.
well, that is much appreciated, and I will refrain from asking any more questions lest I trick myself into some pact in my desperation.
I will not ask you for a pact. If you wish to know something, I will be happy to tell you.
Well, I did have one other question.
Yes.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm gonna read something. Okay, quick question for the DM.
Yeah.
Would Lavender still know where Gristle is?
I mean, you have a rough idea. It's at the far corner. You guys passed by it on your way up to go collect the artifacts. That's actually the village where Korthina and Valen went to.
Lavender is just going to ask, do you have any more information about the humming rocks? I got some general idea, but I could always use a bit more.
I don't believe that's of any relevance to this hunter, but those humming rocks are a result of the mountainous stones you see scattered about Stoneclaw. You've seen them too. Has errant magical energies, and those particular ones sing because because that's just the way they are. That's just
Well,
how
I-
that magic manifested.
Mm. Well, one last question then. Do you have any idea how to access? And she's going to say the word I cannot. I already lost it. Do you have any way to reach out to her or come in contact with her outside of dreams? I would say not much I can do from there.
I would not wish to, for my own self-preservation. But if
Well-
you wish to have more knowledge of her, I am happy to share what I know.
I'd much appreciate that. Although Lavender's is fully focused on that right now.
She wears two different masks. One, the face of a deer, and the other, the face of a jackal. One might find that those who seek her favor as a deer, that she's offering nothing but reasonable packs, as I imagine you once did. But it's merely a trap for her to take what she actually wants. Now, do you know the terms of your contract, or
Unfortunately not.
would...
I suppose that's what let you slip in the first place. I did not know I had a contract until you mentioned it.
It's rather unfortunate. It seems as though your memory was one of the things she wished for. I suppose that's one of the ways she works.
Yes, it's unfortunately not too uncommon. Although I've never seen something exactly like her.
A hunter finds their way and remains in darkness. I guess that's what makes them a hunter.
Certainly hope she drinks less than Creed. Or perhaps she drinks more, that might be more useful to me.
I suppose if you can get drunk off of the souls of the damned, then sure.
Well, I suppose all that's left to do is just wait for her to come back.
I don't think she will come back, and if she does, I doubt she would willingly manifest herself to you.
Lavender just going to smile at that and just shake her head ruthfully and just go, well, you'd certainly be surprised. But at least her physical form hasn't shown up yet. But, well, fuck. And she just kind of turns to Korthina and kind of eyeballs her like, wow, fuck. This is kind of mood dampener, isn't it?
Korthina smiles at her. Me? See? I told you were gonna like this one.
About as much as the nettle to the side, but certainly useful.
I'll say you're getting answers at least, right?
Well, certainly. All I've learned, though, is that I'm still screwed. And, well, I suppose I've learned something, but a title isn't exactly a name. And a name is the true power.
I don't imagine such an archfey would be so loose with their name.
Yes. Well, the title's something to work with. And I think, Korthina, I think maybe finally if we head up back towards the Feywild, I know where to stop by. I wasn't planning to go back anytime soon. But in my work.
Awesome. We can do that. We'll go in that direction at some
Yeah.
point.
Do you have anything you want to do, Korthina?
I need to head across the street to the blacksmith.
Well, I suppose let's head there. Thank you for
Yeah.
the time, mysterious shopkeeper dude.
Take care.
Yep, Korthina waves and then walks out. And over to Henry Black's to pick up her armors and shit that she commissioned a few days ago.
All right. And you go into the Henry Black's, and Lavender. I'm assuming you're wearing the cloak of disguise self, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say she's like still just wearing the bikini, but I thought that was a little too inappropriate for the veiled page.
That's funny.
You enter into the blacksmith and clanking of the anvil, and he turns around. Welcome in. You're here to pick up your order?
Yes, I am, sir.
Alright, I have it ready for you. And he picks up a sack of finely polished armor. You see veins of various hues of blue. It's almost as if it's like marbled into the metal itself.
Korthina like rubs her hands together. And
of course I got your special helmet you wanted.
Awesome. And she takes it and she shows it to Lavender, and it's a very uniquely made, specifically for a dragonborn face helmet.
Lavender kind of like applauds at that quietly. Angus goes, "Well, now you're making me want to buy something."
Yeah, well, he did really good. Thank you.
I don't know if I can compete with whatever you got there. He's gonna motion towards your sword. But if you need armor, I can hook you up with whatever you need. With good armor for sure.
And Lavender's just going to kind of glance at him. You wouldn't happen to know much about swords, would you? Or would one of your siblings be more into that?
I know. I taught my siblings everything I know.
Oh, well, then. I have 2 proposals for you. The first is, I need to get my sword examined. Nothing special, nothing added, nothing removed. I just wanted to see your appraisal of it, what you thought of it, any information you can give me on it. As much as unfortunate it is, I don't have much knowledge about the sword myself, and recently it's become a bit of a problem not knowing.
He takes a look at it. Are you setting it down in front of him, or? Yeah,
Lavender's going to draw the blade and set it in front of him with the sheath. She wears it on her back, but like it's one of those sheaths that she can move easily to withdraw it, considering you can't really reach over your back.
He sets his hand down to touch it, and it's almost like a respectful and like reverent touch. This sword, born of greed and grief, it's priceless. It seems as though this is the only one of his make that I've ever seen. Where did you acquire it?
Well, Lavender kind of glances at Korthina. I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. I have no memory of it. Although I'm keen to think a man or a fae gave it to me. Best not to get involved with them yourself.
I'm aware of the dealings of the fae.
Apparently, fae like to take memories. I don't like that.
And his brow furrows. You can kind of see his expression kind of shift.
Well,
is there
thank you for
specific you needed me to do? Did you just want me to
yes. Well, I appreciate your glance at the blade. There is also something else. I was wondering, I have a very specific request. A plate armor, but specifically made. Something lightweight, something that won't hinder me in combat as much, even if it proves less effective.
Are you
plate armor.
For like dream steel?
It's really
Dream steel? Oh, is that the steel we got from the other dude? Or
Yeah.
the other dude?
Yep.
Well, yes, dream steel, as long as it would be considered medium armor. If it would be considered medium armor, then yes.
Yeah, so it's like the stuff that Valen had on. It was the mithril plate armor without the dexterity.
Yeah, Lavender's just going to go. Yes, well, dream steel, but Something a little bit more specific. I don't know how hard it'd be to weave in, or how long its effects would last. But silence is golden. I can imagine myself now, in actual armor, and Lavender holds up her rags. That's all she pretty much wears. Something a little bit more comfortable than this. Yet, none louder. Is that something you're capable of creating?
I can.
I must ask, what would your prices be?
He's gonna think for a moment. Do you have the necessary materials to do such an enchantment? Or could you acquire them for me?
Quick question, is anyone using that Dreamsteel stuff? Or wait,
I imagine
I think
Char
Char
took it.
has-
yeah, Char took it. Char took it. Well, for now, no. Although I suppose I might be able to get my hands on some.
You'd find the appropriate materials in the Fey Wild. And
Well,
considering
certainly.
you're of the Fey yourself, I imagine you'd know your way around.
Well, I suppose, certainly. If I got my hands on some, what would your price be to craft it into the proper shapes? You can see for yourself that I'm not exactly the average height for most wearers.
I would say 1,500 gold.
That seems acceptable. I'll bring it back once I have that gold and I have the equipment, I suppose.
Very well.
And Lavender's going to sheath her blade and place it on her back. Well,
To the beach.
to the beach. Wait, are you going to be wearing your armor on the beach? That'd
Hell
be perfect.
No, we gotta go back to the house so I can go get my swimming suit. And she's sitting there just like starts trotting out the door.
Lavender just like waves goodbye and follows her out. Well, now I have a goal. Probably would have come faster if you hadn't destroyed all the artifact. Well, actually, maybe not. We probably could have sold them. And Lavender is kind of just going on a little tirade to herself before she stops and realizes, wait a second, we need to get a loot.
We need to get what?
A loot.
A loot.
Oh yeah, we need to go do that.
Where would that be? Pick me up a potion, traffic, text interviews, and smoothies, pitch, floral.
Franny's Finer
Change it.
Wares.
Alright, let's see where that is.
It's bottom. Like, kind of on the
Ah,
left.
I'm too zoomed in. Damn. Guess zipping up to Creed.
I imagine by this point, Creed surely has bought a swimsuit now. It's like bright pink with like a tropical tree patterns, real Tommy Bahami type beat.
I love that.
Sister Maribel and Nixie met back up with Creed. You can see, Creed, you're getting all sorts of strange glances from everybody walking by, as well as that Sister Maribel, and then also to Nixie, and they're making gratuitous assumptions.
Why are you looking at me like that?
They're gonna like.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Continue on.
No, what?
Lavender's
Not
just
just
going to turn.
pink.
Lavender's just going to give a little thumbs up to Creed and just go, I'm literally going to be wearing flowers, so I can't judge that. Looks pretty good.
No. The idea is that it seems as though Creed and Sister Maribel had a daughter. That's what it's.
Yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Oh, I thought Sister and Nixie were giving Creed a dirty look. I was
No.
like,
No,
Huh?
No, random
How do we-
passerbys were like looking at
Okay.
the three of you, and were like kind of giving all of you dirty looks.
okay, that makes more sense. I was like, what did Creed do to these two?
No.
Well, Lavender's not even going to try. She's just like, damn.
You know
Al.
what that means, Lavender? I think these people are looking at me like a father figure now then.
No. She pats Creed on the head.
Lavender turns to Korthina and just goes, well, do you think he's a daddy yet?
Ooh,
Lavender's kind of smirking to herself.
Maybe. You never know.
Daddy, probably. Father, I'm not sure yet. I hope not.
Oh, okay.
Well, you certainly fit the absent dad stereotype right now. Let's hope you just drop that absent part later. And with that, Lavender's just going to go into the fighter wares.
And you're able to acquire loot for 35 gold.
Alright, damn, that's expensive. It's going to be a cool ass loot.
Pure polished mahogany.
It better be a cool ass loot. 35.
Yeah, Lavender's going to make
Engraved.
sure. Lavender's going to make sure it's engraved with a bunch of flowers and like a tiny script, like Sylvan's script on the back. She's going to go to little Nixie from Big Lavender.
No, don't do that. You're gonna mess with the acoustics.
Acoustic sticks, and Lavender's just going to like add little flowers,
Oh,
like
hurry
use a
up.
little sap to like.
Pay your toll and then get out of my store. I do not like you.
Lavender just gives a strub on the loot and just turns around and walks out after paying her fee.
It's just gonna make a sour face at you and just like shoo you out.
And Lavender's just like Lavender just turns to Korthina and says, "I think I'm banned from the store, at least in this look.
Well, what did you do?
I bought a loot." And Lavender's going to hand it to Nixie
And Nixie's
with a few
gonna be
flowers and just.
overjoyed and over the moon. It's like, and she says, "This is beautiful. Thank you." And she's gonna.
Well, I
start
hope you
hugging
like it.
Come on, you can play the loot on the beach. Korthina starts skipping.
Yeah.
away.
I'm not playing this on the beach. It's too nice.
Lavender
Yeah.
turns to her and goes, "Well, I guess it's your old loot for now. We can play together on the beach though with your old one. Let's get going."
Okay.
I expect awesome music on the beach.
All right. So you guys are
Played
going back to
Warm
the
by
safe
Drew.
house to get changed, and then you're heading straight to the beach.
That's what Korthina's
Yep, Lavender.
doing.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
fast forward. You guys have arrived at Stone Cold Beach.
Lavender is, strictly
Oh,
speaking,
shit.
just pretty much flowers. And she's debating whether to take off her cloak or not. She's like wearing a cloak with flower bikini, literal.
All the
And she just
commoners
looks
are
like
like
human.
enjoying themselves here. There's people sunbathing. The things that kind of look like tables are actually just really cheap umbrellas. Ignore the silly man up in the corner here. And you see people in the water.
Korthina's
shit.
so excited. She so sorry, I don't mean to rewind, but as we're leaving the safe house, you see Korthina with like obviously like a wicker bag, and she has like this huge ass sun hat, and she has like a light like cover up over herself as she's like scampering out of the house, so excited. She has a towel and everything shoved in this little bag, and we're getting to the beach. She's like sitting there, she's looking around like, man, I forgot the umbrella.
Lavender's just going to come up behind her, providing her some shade just by her sheer size. And just in very broken Dragonborn, she's going to try to say, "Do drag egg, get sun hot, tan, injury." She's trying to say, "Do you get a sunburn?"
Yeah, Korthina smirks. No, I mean, not really. I don't imagine I get sunburned. She holds out her arms. I don't think Evan could get one if I wanted to. But it's just nice, you know, it's for aesthetically purposes is what I was thinking.
Mm.
And she like walks over here about, and she like flips out the towel and like flips out a big blanket for everybody to sit on.
Lavender's just going to take off her cloak and use it as a nice little, like, whatchamacallit? Beach towel. Beach, whatever.
Alright.
I black out memories of the ocean. I fucking hate the ocean.
Oh god, I was just there like a couple weeks ago. It was so much fun.
I was born near it. I don't stand it for it anymore.
Oh no.
He
That's
does
such a
not have
tragedy.
that on him.
So I'm like trying to remember things about the beach now, and I'm like, oh no. No, sand, sand. I feel like Anakin. I hate sand.
Let's see,
So
he's
Cordelia
not wearing
puts
his
down her
hat.
bag on the blanket. It's a big enough blanket we all could sit on it.
Yeah, Creed's definitely sitting on it.
And she plops down her bag. She sits there and she looks out at the water, and she undoes there's like 3 ties holding her little cover up on, and she undoes it. And I worked on this picture for a very long time, so you all better like it. She drops her her swimsuit, or her swimsuit cover up.
Okay.
And this is what you see. Shush! Don't make fun of me. And this is what you
Where?
guys see. I'm putting it in the chat right now. There you go.
Oh, that's a really nice art.
That's really
Wow.
nice.
I did
Lavender just like Lavender just like gives an out of appreciation or like a little thumbs up.
Yeah!
Right.
And then she undoes the bottom part, because that bottom part is just a bottom cover up. And she drops that, and she looks at the water, and she's like, I'll see you guys there! And she just starts running to the water.
Alright. Nixie's like shouting and cheering as she also runs into the water.
Lavender
she's
just
wearing
assumes she cannot swim.
she's wearing a one-piece romper swimsuit. It's blue and brown.
Lavender like throws her cloak to the ground and just assumes Nixie can't swim and just sprints to the water, along with her. The mimic stayed behind, along with one of the dogs to take care of everyone. But the other one, little Woofsy, decided to come with.
Okay.
So Woofsy is now a wet dog.
Sister
Except they're both
Maribel-
thinking Nixie's drowning.
Sister
no.
Maribel is going to she's wearing a cover up too, and she's gonna take off the cover and get into the water and swim out a little bit. And she's wearing a green and blue swim dress. Like even in a swimsuit, she's still like very covered up.
Lavender's just going to kind of like give her a look and go, next time when I make one of those, that's really fucking cool.
I got it from Donnie's Dresses and Suits.
Well, yes. I should have stopped by there instead. But the flowers are doing well, a good enough job.
It's awesome.
And you see one flower float away. As Lavender just like it starts replacing it quickly with like some seaweed.
That's awesome.
All right, Creed, what are you doing?
He's watching
Ah.
out in the water. That's what he's doing.
He's standing there in his Tommy Bahama swimsuit.
Yeah. Tommy Bahama swimsuit, kind of.
Lavender,
stands up out of the water and waves. Come here, you can play. Big party wave.
Right. Give me a. Creed's like taking off his boot. He left most of his equipment at the house, but he still brought his saber. And as he's taking off his shoe, you see Shoe's old boot dagger still in his shoe. Before he's like, okay, so that's off. I need my sunscreen. Where the fuck did I put that? Hang on, just like 10 minutes.
Oh well, I mean, I guess he can still get sunburned.
Yeah, I burn easy. Look at
One of the
me.
commoners gonna say, why does he need sunscreen? He's black.
Black people can still get sunburned.
What did you just say? Excuse me?
he comes charging out to help you and like stand between you and the commoner.
Ooh. Creed like genuinely looks pissed, and he's gonna got that fucking.
Oh no! Korthina runs back and she pulls off her sun hat, and she's running at the. She's wet, obvious step out of the water beach moment. She takes off her sun hat and places it on the blanket. Forgot to put that back. Hurry up! And she turns around and runs back. Sand stuck to her legs, and she's running into the water. It's great. I'm taking so far advantage of this.
Oh wait! I just realized Lavender's sword is just sticking out of that because there's no umbrella. Lavender's sword is sticking out of the ground like a little umbrella, and the mimic that turns out had come along after all is becoming like a the beach fabric of the umbrella. So it's like a sword with like a little umbrella.
This is awesome. I'm happy.
And Lavender, now realizing Nixie isn't dead, decides to just play and like splashes Korthina.
Yeah.
And kind of half drowns Nixie under the water by accident.
No.
Like Godzilla style, like this is the water splash we're getting in.
Godzilla moment. Korthina just does like a huge splashback.
Okay. Apparently, I need to switch up the music, according to someone watching, so let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Uh-oh. Creed better pay child support. Joke's on you. I don't know who I'm paying it to.
Burla.
I didn't know we had a... I should write to her. I need to go to the post office. That's what I should have done.
Creed does not have money for child support. No.
He does not.
That's why he's not claiming any of the money from the rewards, because he doesn't want to pay child support.
I'm gonna lose it all. Oh, Creed, you terrible fucking person.
Do better, Creed.
He really is. He really is just like a bad person trying to be a good person.
All right.
Well, he seems to be working so far, mostly.
The bad person part or the good person part?
Your decision.
Creed will eventually start strutting to the water, and as he's going in, once it's like shin high, he'll just like literally kick water at Korthina before getting about waist deep with everyone.
And Korthina splashes Creed. What are you doing?
Oh, that was okay. That was in my eyes. That's not fair.
What?
He's gonna splash you right
Korthina
back.
walks up,
Just straight in the eyes. Just
throws him deeper into the water.
What?
One of these commoners is gonna hop into the water from the rocks, and Nixie, seeing this, she's gonna like immediately clamber out and go to do this, and climb haphazardly over this, and then she's gonna like do a front flip off the rocks.
Dang! Look at
Lavender's
her
going to applaud.
Good shit, Nixie.
She's gonna say, "Lavender, do this with me. Do this with me."
Lavender goes along with her. It's like, yep, let's go, let's go.
All right.
And Lavender like half stumbles right here, barely catches herself, but then catches up.
All right. I want you to throw me.
All right, and Lavender's going to make it would it be acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah. Go ahead and do athletics.
She's like nothing.
All right.
So
She
you're
also
doing the
weighs like
throwing
60
part.
pounds, so you know.
Yeah.
23 gets to throw her as far as she can without hurting her.
You throw her like all the way out to here somehow.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ, what a peace missile. Sorry, immature, what a peace missile.
Lavender gets like tries to like signal this Nixie, "Are you all right?" But she can't tell, so she just jumps.
Go
in.
ahead and move over to get back to her. Get back to her thingy magic here. I'm gonna roll dexterity on her. Yeah, she kind of like she lands kind of okay into the water. She thought it was hilarious though.
Lavender's like running straight over to her. "Are you all right?" And she's like trying not to yell because she doesn't like that. She's like, "Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right?"
She's like, "Lavender, who's this weird person over here? He's just sitting in the sand saying stuff."
Lavender pulls up short, and you just see this like all her flowers wilt, like including the ones not attached to her. Every single flower just goes black and starts like half dead. And she just says, "Oh shit."
It's like,
And Lavender just goes,
my friends, like, it's good to see you again. I've been waiting to meet with you again because you have been my.
"There's a pervert, Nixie. Nixie, get away. He's a pervert."
There's a pervert.
It's like, what's a pervert? And it's like, Akira, come back and help me. You must help me find the treasure of the strongest, the trident of the strongest. I need your aid.
Lavender just turns and goes, "Well, if we're doing this, I'm not doing this alone. I'm not suffering alone." And Lavender goes right back to them and just grabs Korthina, or tries to grab Creed,
Why?
What?
like by the arm, and just turns and just goes, "Pervert time."
What?
Pervert,
Who,
where?
me?
Lavender turns and goes, "That came out really wrong. There's a pervert. We gotta beat him up."
You gotta beat up the
What?
pervert?
And Lavender's going to turn to Sister Maribel. Prepare your spells. There's a pervert to kill.
Your spells were the pervert.
I don't want to die. I'm not ready to die yet.
Weirdest part is I haven't seen a pervert on the beach in a very long time, but it's sad that it's the second time I've seen a pervert on the beach.
It's just weird
And
that it's
I'm
happened
just
twice.
Line, I'm so sad.
And Lavender's just trying to get Nixie over here and just turns and points at Cicholas Nage. "There. That's the pervert we have to execute. Creed, what are you talking about? Have you done something I don't know about?
I'm saying we all look at Creed when he says, "What, me?"
No.
It's like, my friends.
Well then.
You must. You gotta help me. If you help me, I will handsomely reward you. I promise. It will be worth your while.
Very well.
What
Adventurers never stop.
So,
We must help this pervert.
First, you must find me the breath of the ocean. It is usually just a conch shell.
The breast of the ocean? Damn!
Breath.
Dude, oh.
TH. There's no S.
Oh, no, he is a pervert.
With his perception, he's gonna realize that you're projecting, Creed.
Yeah.
Let's see what he rolls for perception. He rolls a 28 on insight and perception, so you know he realizes that you're actually the pervert here. It's like,
Yeah.
I will not. You know, it takes one to know one, but I am not one, so I don't know. Anyway, you must find me the breath of the ocean. It's one of the conch shells lying about. The ocean's breath must be fresh. It cannot have tasted mortal touch for at least a week.
A week.
Okay. He just starts looking around.
Alright.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
Lavender's just going to turn to Nixie and gets to ask for her help.
Alright.
Let's see.
Shit, I wish I had brought Lyra. That would have been nice. Alright.
A
I'm
5?
going to... You know what?
Could I use Whoopsie to
Three.
do another one?
I'm gonna say no.
Alright.
Okay.
Whoopsie can't smell anything anyway.
Walking along the beach, like bent over looking for a conch shell.
Okay, go ahead and
Uh,
just roll perception.
Creed's going to take the help action on Korthina and
Of
give her
course.
guidance.
Okay. Perception. Would it be advantage then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
advantage,
add
and you get to add a D4
Okay.
onto it.
I mean, you pass. So.
Oh yeah, I got a 9.
You can see that there's no conch shells on the beach, but you see a person over here selling conch shells to the occasional commoner.
Ah,
She
shit.
stands up straight. Okay. She starts walking over here.
Hang on, didn't he just say that it couldn't have been touched by a human in the last week or something?
I don't know.
Is he
Come get
wearing
your
gloves?
Conch shells. You want a conch shell?
fine.
This. Okay, whatever. I got the weirdos this time. You want a conch shell or no?
You call me a weirdo?
Yes, I
The
called
fuck
you
you
a
just
weirdo.
say?
Yes, you are. You both are weirdos. What are you gonna do about it?
I a weirdo? What makes me a weirdo? You're just jealous. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, she kind of looks. Let me see your conch shell wares.
Well, I got conch shells. Do you want one or no?
Well, I want to see them.
Well, he's gonna show you
Particular one.
a different variety of conch shells. Some are bigger, some are smaller.
He never.
Lavender's going to try to listen to one. And I guess imagine it says, "Fuck you." New sound of the sea. She doesn't get it.
She looks at
It's-
the conch shell selection. What am I? Wait, what? What does conch shell even look like? I didn't even ask. Did someone ask him? Like she turns and looks back at the.
He did not
Go on then.
specify. It was vague. The way he said
Big
it.
as NF.
Exactly.
It kind of looks like a bunch of stars wrapped around like a wrapped up pancake. That's how I picture it.
No, I think she was.
That's
she
a
was
terrible
asking-
description.
I think she was asking what kind of conch shell Cicholas
Oh.
needed.
Yeah. What did he say? Anything specific about said conch shell? I don't think he did.
It's like, well, are you gonna buy a conch shell or not? I got other customers to get to.
Lavender's going to turn to Korthina, like whisper to Korthina, "Are you fine with just beating this guy up? Just secretly? Like, I'm going to rob him. Like,
What, this guy that we're talking to right now? Yeah, go for it. Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to ask this guy about what the conch shell looks like. And she just turns around.
and Lavender's just going to crack her knuckles and go up to him and just looks at Nixie and just goes, "First rule, you can beat up racists."
All right, go ahead and roll for intimidation. Actually, what?
Okay.
You want to
Oh,
do,
Lavender,
do you
what?
want to use the help action with Nixie and let her roll for intimidation?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna walk up to him. Like, you give us your conch shell now, right now.
Let's see.
First, She gets a 22. So,
Great. Just this tiny, malnourished, child-looking motherfucker.
and he's like, "Oh, fine. Just take this particular shell." And he like takes the biggest conch shell he has and puts it in her hand. It's like, "Hey, look, Lavender, I got a conch shell."
Lavender's just going to cough and just like hold up a figure that says 2. Like hold up another finger, and she's like kind of looking at. She's like, "Where's mine?"
Hey, give us another one.
I love
That 20. It's like, fine, just take another one.
All right, Lavender's going to take one from Nixie and like give her a high five, and says, "Oh, thank you very much for giving us stuff from the beach that we would have gotten ourselves if you hadn't stolen it from the beach, bitch."
Ah. Yeah, for us again.
I imagine there's like a little Team Rocket symbol on his chest. No, but it's not a tattoo or a sunburn. It's literally just the pattern of his hair. Ah, shit. I can't move them.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm assuming you take it back. Lavender. I'm gonna leave moving Sister Maribel and Nixie to you.
Alright, if I can get this to work, I'm reloading the maps so I can move them.
Okay.
Korthina looks at Cicholas Nage. What did this conch shell look like exactly?
Nixie's gonna walk up with the conch shell. Ah, that one will work. That one will work just fine.
Oh wait, quick question: is Cicholas Nage buried in sand?
He's buried like up to his knees in sand.
Oh well, I was imagining him like up to his neck, and he's just got like one of those mermaid bodies made out of sand around him. But no,
he's drawing something in the sand. It's like unintelligible garble. Like this, it's supposed to be like arcane runes or something, but it doesn't match any known language that you can tell. All right. Well, the next thing you got to do is you got to smooth the scales of the water. Each ripple, a scale upon the ocean lord's mighty back, disturb the wrong, and we're gonna doom the whole endeavor. So, I guess get to it. And says, here, and he's gonna hand out some flat stones.
Korthina takes
what?
What do you want us to do?
Well, you gotta like
I think
smooth the water with the stones.
Smooth.
Do you mean like skip the stone?
I guess, sure. Whatever that means.
Smooth the water.
Yes.
Smooth the liquid with a stone.
Yes.
Okay, Lavender. Now I know you think
you're skipping the stones. That's what you know. Lavender got it right.
Yeah. Lavender's going to go to take it. He's getting thirsty. She's just going to take a sip of the water. I guess decide to take a sip right now.
Okay, go ahead and make.
Is that sanitary?
Okay, you're drinking the water.
Yes.
Okay, make a concept.
Is that sanitary? Oh.
Not at all.
Oh.
7. Damn.
Okay, you have the poison condition for the next 10 minutes.
You're gonna get dysentery.
Is that disadvantage too? On checks?
Yes.
Alright, Lavender's going to try to skip a stone and not hit a commoner.
Yeah, these poor coppers are right in the line of fire.
Okay, your choice: sleight of hand or athletics.
Let's see.
At disadvantage.
Alright, that'd be athletics. For some reason, I have an advantage on athletics. I don't know why. Let me see if I can check why I would.
It would be if you're raging.
Oh,
It just shows it all the time, but
yeah. So
if you're raging, you get
regular.
advantage on that shit.
So a 19 and a 12.
You
So that's
are
12.
successfully able to skip the stones. Pretty like you hit, 6-7 skips with it.
I imagine from where I am, it whizzes right past a little commoner child as she comes up for air, and it gets right overhead, barely missing her.
Korthina's staring at the stone. She kind of leans over to Creed. I might be really stupid, but like, is he serious about this?
I don't think he's serious about anything, but he just wants us to do it. So.
Lavender really turns to them and just goes, "He's a pervert. I bet this is how he gets his sick kicks, watching people do his shit."
Thanks for that. Anyway, Creed will give you a little fist bump, Korthina, before you go to cast guidance on you before you hurl it.
Yep. Okay. And what are we doing?
Nixie also skips, 7 to 8 times. And then Sister Maribel skips like 20.
Well, I'm proficient.
Damn.
Yeah.
Great job.
20.
Korthina, you get like 15.
Remember the D4, because guidance.
Well, that was with the D4 19.
Oh, was it? Oh, shit, okay.
Oh yeah, so you get about
I rolled a
20.
9.
Alright,
Creed, your turn.
Go, Creed,
alright,
go!
here goes.
Cheers.
Alright, 1, 2, gods, give me a favor for this.
Please.
It'd be so ironic if this is the
Alright,
one time
Creed,
they
you're
missed
able
it.
to make it like 25 skips. You nail it.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Cicholas,
Did I really just wait my fucking celestial favor on the... Okay. Good sense of
Lavender
humor,
Cicholas
guys.
says, good job. We gotta do one, two more things. Two more things we gotta do. So,
2 more things.
now you gotta feed the hunger of the waves. So, only a feast offered in innocence and mayonnaise shall placate the waters below.
Mayonnaise?
Yes.
Are you sure he's not just a seagull? At this point, it sounds like he's a seagull.
Hold on, let me go to my bag. I think I brought snacks.
Alright.
Lavender's gonna-
Did you
And she
bring
has
snacks?
sandwiches. Yeah, she has sandwiches, of course.
Okay.
Who doesn't bring them to the beach?
Lavender's going to
I'm
remove
just
a flower from
saying-
her swimsuit.
I'm just saying, like, there was also the possibility of trying to steal a sandwich from a beachgoer.
Oh!
Oh, Lavender's going to turn to Nixie and just go, second rule. You can steal if it's for an adventure and you don't get caught.
She goes, yay! And she's gonna run and do sleight of hand. And someone trips her and she falls into the sand. The sandwich she stole just, like, falls out and hits the sand.
Could Lavender do an athletics check to try to, like, grab the sandwich, like, like, full on, like, baseball slide?
Try to fix it.
Try to catch the ball, like, catch the sandwich.
Sure. Just at disadvantage.
That's it. Oh yeah, that'd be. Would that be athletics or acrobatics? Whatever.
I'm gonna say
Strength
acrobatics.
or-
Let's do acrobatics.
All right, shit. This is gonna be terrible. That's a 14 and an 18. Damn, a 14.
Alright, you're able to catch it, and you get the idea that you should probably throw the sandwich out into the lake.
And Lavender's going to turn to Nixie and just go, "Quick, throw the sandwich before the Woofsy gets it."
Alright. And she's gonna
And Lavender's like trying to hold Woofsy back.
and she's gonna like run and go up the stones here, and then hop off with the sandwich. And come back. I did it!
Right as she does that, Korthina turns and she has a bottle of mayonnaise. Oh, did I miss it? Sorry.
Oh.
She puts the mayonnaise back.
Maybe
in
just
it.
chuck the mayonnaise in just in case. I don't know. He said something about mayonnaise.
I don't want to
Nixie,
do
did
all
that
of
sandwich have
it.
mayonnaise?
Do you think he's okay?
And
with
Lavender's
that?
going to reach out with one of her dying flowers and just go, "Why don't you put some mayonnaise on this flower? We can chuck that in too."
You'll see
Just to
Sister
be safe.
Maribel apologizing and handing over a silver piece.
Sister Maribel. Korthina puts like a daub of mayonnaise on the flour and looks back in her bag.
And Lavender's going to try to spike it into the water, but I will say, I guess because she's poisoned, it's going to immediately like slide straight into the sand and just get washed out to sea by the tide.
What was the other thing you
Just-
used? What, mayonnaise?
One of her flowers from her swimsuit.
Okay.
Okay. It's like, that was very good. Come back. We got one more thing to do.
Did you say one more thing one thing ago?
No, he
No,
said
it's a
2 more
two.
things.
All right. This is the last, and this is the most important part. Okay. This is sacred chant that we gotta
Oh, fuck.
recite. Now, I'm gonna tell it to you, but we all gotta recite it together.
Okay.
Crabs, the sandwich calls and beckons. Grant us entrance to the cavern of the greatest fishers. By the breath, the scales, and the feast, we summon thee, O crustaceous overlord.
Korthina looks around at like the commoners and stuff. Is anyone else getting like really awkward stared at? Like she feels like we're all getting stared at.
Lavender just turns to Korthina. Well, I don't think that's anything unusual given, like, or I suppose it's a little worse. It's a little worse than usual, but not by much. I mean, they probably assume we do this in our spare time anyway.
Okay.
And she's going to turn to Nixie and just go, third rule. Play along with perverts and idiots if it means you can get a good reward out of it.
Do not play along with perverts.
Oh, I meant that isn't usually in the case. You usually stab them. That's usually the reward. But in this case, I think we get something different.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
That doesn't mean actually reward them.
He seemed like a pervert to me. Like, he seems really nice.
Oh, you haven't seen him. He's been everywhere. He's a real pervert. No, you don't want to know.
She's rolling insight on him.
I'll shield your mind.
It's gonna be okay.
She's got an 11. She's just confused. Okay, I guess. But, and Kekin says, "All right, loudly, say it with me," and he's gonna lead the chant. I need all of you to make.
Lavender's going to do like little crab motions with her fingers.
I got something here.
All right, I need everyone to roll performance checks.
Oh shit.
8.
Oh nope, it's okay. I barely heard it anyway. Korthina's like
The crab and the crustacean.
Oh,
Eat mayonnaise.
Hang on. Let's see how Sister Maribel and Nixie do. Performance +8 to performance. Nixie gets a 19 as she joyfully cheers. But every one of you just fails miserably. He says, it's a troubling omen, but I suppose this performance has been acceptable.
That's why.
The sandwich hath forgiven your insolence. And with this, Cicholas pops out of the sand, and he begins to dance this really strange crab-like dance, clacking his hands together like oversized pincers. And you acutely become aware of something else, the gaze of every single other beachgoer. Some of them are confused, some of them are concerned, some of them are trying to copy him, and then their mom is just dragging them away. And then some are desperately trying to not look, but they can't tear their eyes away. Unfazed...
Lavender's just gonna... Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Lavender's gonna whisper to Korthina, "Well, they can't look away from me. I'm just so pretty. Wow, I can't believe this is... Wow."
I'm gonna pretend it's...
And she's gonna do, like, crab fingers. Like, she's being self-aware. She's doing little crab motions to mimic Nage.
Unfazed, the only man truly bereft of embarrassment, intensifies this ritual. Cicholas stomps dramatically in a circle, punching low. Swinging his arms like snapping claws, his fierce glare pierces the horizon, directed at the vast stretch of the lake. Then, as if answering his absurd devotion, the waters begin to bubble. From beneath the surface, ancient stone platforms grind upwards, slick with algae and barnacles. One by
Shit, he
one,
summoned Cthulhu.
the stones click into place, forming a stairway that leads down into the shadowed heart of the lake. Soft bioluminescent moss clings to the stones, casting a faint teal glow that illuminates a path into the deep. As Cicholas straightens, brushing sand from his shoulders and his legs, as if nothing were amiss, a gleam shines in his eye, and with a triumphant tone he declares, "Come, adventurers, let us claim our prize!" And without waiting,
So cool, let's
he
do it!
eagerly rushes towards the stairway.
Lavender's going to call out
to water around him.
Korthina's right on him.
Lavender's like calling out to Nixie, "Fourth rule, always collect moss and everything else you find." And she's just going to start grabbing handfuls of some moss as she walks down carefully.
I freaking love this.
I'm assuming everyone's going down.
He's out like the back of the pack, and he's just.
Lavender like turns to Creed and just goes,
Rush him forward.
Okay. Let me do this real quick.
even
You gotta make sure.
So who's
even
doing
looks
what, huh?
at some seaweed and moss.
Ooh.
And you come down, and you see that there are torches that are lit. For whatever reason. Maneuver this around. I'm assuming Korthina's in front here.
Yep, I was right on his tail, right on his heels.
He says, adventurers, there it is! You can see it, can't you?
I see a
I
pitchfork.
see.
Alright, and he steps forward.
A charton.
Fuck, okay, excuse me, pardon me. I'm
Alright,
going
I need all of
right
you
here.
to make a perception check.
Alright.
And
Would Lavender still be poisoned?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, 21.
Sniff him out, Creed. Sniff him out.
21 too.
Great. I'm getting great rolls today.
Sister
The one
Maribel.
time it's not as needed.
Okay, hold on, hang on. Alright. So with that, you hear the jittering, scratching sounds as a giant crab falls from the ceiling and lands in front of you, clapping
Oh,
its
shit.
claws. And this particular crab looks particularly meaty, as if it is very unhappy to see you here, but it looks like it would make a very, very good meal. Cicholas says,
Lavender's
adventurers,
fiddler-
I believe this is your part. And he hops behind here and
Korthina
What?
reaches to her hip. Oh, shit.
Lavender's
Korthina's
going
just
to.
in that blue bikini.
Oh,
She's
shit.
and
nothing
I need
else.
all of you to roll for initiative.
Korthina's. You know what? I'm gonna be so upset if I get a good initiative.
Lavender usually probably
Okay.
would not have had the sword, and she does not have it. And she would not have had it if she didn't think it might be dangerous. So she definitely brought it.
Korthina does. She didn't even bring that stuff to the beach. She's just in a bikini. This
Okay.
is great.
Lavender is like drawing his sword, and sand is coming out. Little bits of sand is like dropping to the ground, and she's like trying to get it clean.
Alright. They actually rolled really well. Alright, cool.
I got a
Let's
honey
start.
cooked
Let's
olive.
go ahead and start combat. Alright, Creed, you're up.
He was like momentarily like frozen in place. Just fuck. Sister Maribel, go back and get the weapons. I have a knife in my boot, and you should see my sword there. And he's going to walk forward. Actually, hang on. I should probably measure this, huh? Yeah, well, we'll go about here. And Creed is going to walk forward, and you're going to see his hand kind of glow with like a dark green energy as he's going to cast Chill Touch. Which it doesn't chill, but it does touch.
Okay?
Those touch. Ooh.
Does a 22 hit?
And that does hit.
Perfect. Oh, and bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay, cool. It is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. It is resistant to cold. It is immune to being charmed or frightened. And there is a crack somewhere on there that, on the crab, that will allow attacks to bypass physical resistances.
Wait, you said
Interesting,
immune
okay.
to slashing and bludgeoning?
Resistant to magical slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. It's immune to charm, frightened, and exhausted?
So, again, let me do this.
There's a
Let me
lot.
set you. So it's immune to all physical damage types, except for in one
Immune-
spot
oh.
where there is a crack.
Oh, so it is immune. Okay.
It is it's immune to being charmed or frightened. It is resistant.
well, luckily-
it is resistant to physical damage and cold.
Okay.
Including magical attacks.
Magical attacks will still hurt it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Alright, somewhere around it, there's a crack. Try to see if you can find that. And, let's see, that was my action, bonus action. And, the damage I did is necrotic, and then, force damage. So, it,
So grand total
Yeah.
of how much?
See what the crack is?
17 total.
Okay.
17.
And it's gonna start like making sounds as if it's like saying stuff in bubble language.
Oh. Does
You know, I
anyone-
probably should have seen that this thing was hostile beforehand, but... Anyway, that's my turn.
Alright. Nixie's gonna go ahead and do an investigation check here.
I was gonna say somebody check something.
And Nixie, being low to the ground, is gonna say, "There's a crack on its belly!"
Oh,
Great.
it's on its belly. Great, of course.
Alright, and I don't think that she can do anything else with her bonus action. Although she can speak with animals. That is something she can do.
So, Nixie.
She's going to go ahead and inspire Lavender with Bardic Inspiration.
Alright.
Okay. And it's now Sister Maribel's turn. And Sister Maribel is going to go ahead and use... she's going to go ahead and use Heroism on Lavender as well, granting 3 HP. 3 temp
All
HP.
right. Well, if is that her turn?
Yep, it's gonna be her turn, and it's now your turn.
Lavender's going to rush straight at that guardian and try to like hit it in such a way that it falls on. I can't. I'm trying to move her. I can't do that. Fuck. I do see. I'm stuck. One
I
second.
moved it.
All right. I'm creating boxes for some reason. All right. She's going to try to hit it in such a way to try to flip it on its back, if that's possible, or would that just be a different, just a strength
Sure.
check?
You can do a strength check with. You can do a damage roll and a strength check together. If the damage
Alright.
roll is, so the damage roll can hit and still do damage, but the strength check is going to see how hard you hit it, like if you can get the leverage to flip it up on its back.
All right. Lavender's going to do a reckless attack, so that'd be an advantage. Well, that was good because I was a 9 and 23 to hit,
That's gonna hit.
and she's going to do 2d6, which would be 11 damage. And for the strength check, she is going to add Bardic Inspiration. It's a d6, right? So that's
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, crap.
so that's a 10 plus. So that's only 12 for its strength.
You like kind of like it lifts off the ground a little bit, but it falls back down.
Lavender's going to do her second attack then with the same thing. 14 with that hit.
It does not.
Alright, so she just fucking slams the ground.
You
Shit.
can use the Bardic Inspiration. I think Bardic Inspiration is for.
Is it per turn? Or she already used it
Let me
once?
check. No, sorry. It's once within the next hour. So, yeah, so it's
Alright.
only one time. Never mind.
And Lavender's going to use her bonus action to rage. She kind of is getting frustrated at this and just like starts fuming in her head. And let me roll the d8.
I guess Cersei Maribel is going to leave and go get a weapon for Creed.
So that's a 3, so let's see what it does. At the end of your current turn, 26 damage. Okay. Okay, so a little pixie, I imagine, just like kind of a Feywild pixie, very flowery pixie just appears in front of the guardian. I would imagine like towards its east side from this perspective, and just kind of like waves, blows a little kiss and blows up. And it has to do I don't think Creed would be affected. It would be a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Yeah, 1d6 force damage. Or the dexterity saving throw, I think, would only be a 13. +1, +2, I think.
So that's does it need to make a dex save?
Yeah, the guardian crab has to make a dex save.
Okay. It got a 17.
Yeah, it definitely passed, so it's
Very
fine.
nimble.
I just saw a fucking fairy appear, blow up, and it's fine.
You know, it's not.
Alright,
phased
that's
by
the end
any
of
this.
Lavender's turn.
So it's going to multi-attack with its claws. So one on Lavender and one on Creed. So 20 to hit Lavender, and then 21 to hit Creed.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Definitely hits.
All right, it's gonna deal for the first one 6 damage. And,
Alright, so that's 3 total. So all these extra hit points disappear.
and then Creed, you're gonna take 10 damage. And you are both grappled.
Shit.
Awesome.
Damn.
Alright.
Alright.
And whatchamacallit? I'm trying to think
And
of the
it's bludgeoning, piercing.
Piercing damage.
spread.
Double check. Well, sorry, bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Will we get a saving throw for it, or it's automatically grappled?
No, it's automatic grab.
Hmm.
So if it says if the target is a medium or smaller creature, it has the grapple condition from one of 2 claws.
I guess Lavender
on
technically
your
counts as
turn-
medium.
Yeah, on your turn, you get to make the save.
Mm.
It doesn't. Yeah, so yeah. But you can still hit it while you're grappling.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about it. All right. So now we are going to go to Korthina. It's your turn.
Awesome. So we are gonna be smart.
Get the trident! Get the fucking thing!
And Korthina, give me my dang little character. Give me my token. She's gonna run here. And then she's gonna look at the crowd and be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then she's gonna dash. Perfect. She's gonna dash up to here.
Okay.
And that is her whole turn. No,
Okay.
wait. I get 2 actions, don't I? Hold on. I can't remember if I get 1 or 2. No, I get 2. Yes?
Like 2 actions?
I can't remember, because I know at a specific level I got another action. Hold on. Just go. I gotta look this up.
Well,
That's the end of
If you're going to try to grab it, you'll notice that there seems to be some sort of magical field protecting the trident.
So she goes to grab it, bounces off.
Yep.
Alright, well, this is not a good idea, and she's sitting there kind of like bapping at it. You can't grab it. What's this thing? What's the thing next to it here on the table?
It is a plate, and there on the plate there is a sandwich.
Can I
The sandwich is in perfect, pristine condition.
grab the sandwich?
No, the whole table is surrounded by this magic.
Oh, the whole
barrier.
table is okay. Korthina's sitting there just like Wait, she looks down. She still has a hot dog in her. She still has a hot dog with her, so she has the hot dog. No idea what to do now. She's sitting there thinking, and I'm just gonna pass it to somebody else because I got a double. I swear to God, I gave this second action.
All right, Creed, you're up.
Okay, ow, this is hurting. Question, so remaking the save, is that beginning of the turn, end of the turn?
It's gonna be beginning of the turn. I'm gonna make it the beginning, so if you get out, you can run around and walk around, but you can still attack while you're grappled here.
Well, yeah, so if it's the beginning of the turn, though, I'd make the save now, right?
Yes.
Alright, and it is strength, dexterity?
Strength. DC is 16.
Strength? 16. Get the shit off me! Ah! Sorry.
All right, you're
I
able
rolled a
to,
20.
You're able to get out of its claw.
Ow! Oh, my ribs. Creed is going to, like, sidestep, that way he's still within this thing's range. And do I have anything that would be of great use here, or do I just stick with good old... Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with good old chill touch. Actually... No, it's a saving throw, that won't work. Alright. Chill touch... 15?
That does not hit. Well, it doesn't hit.
Alright, this one. And I'm going to use my bonus action. Creed's gonna, like, try to, like, jump up underneath Lavender. Or, actually, no, she's tall enough. You're gonna feel Creed, like, grab your legs, Lavender. He just starts, like, yanking as hard as he can. He's taking the help action to hopefully get you out easier. He's just feeling his little head. I'm not
It's
being
doing
a pervert. I
nothing.
swear, I'm trying to help you.
Lavender screams at him. Not screams. She kind of gets whispers down at him. I didn't think that until you said that. Now I'm not so sure.
Nixie is going to go ahead and pick up a rock and try to throw it at the Trident Guardian, specifically towards his eye. It bounces off its shell. It doesn't really do anything.
Just throwing a fucking piss missile at him.
Animal.
Sister Maribel is gonna show up and she's gonna have Creed's weaponry available, and that's her turn. And now it's Lavender's turn.
All right, Lavender gets to roll at this with advantage. And his help. What is help? Is that advantage too? Or is
Yeah.
that 1d4? So
No,
she-
help is advantage. Sorry, I didn't realize you already
Alright.
had advantage.
Yeah, Lavender's is like being like Creed is trying to grab her and it's doing nothing. But it's like a strength. Is it strength check or strength saving throw?
Yes. Let's back up. Strength. It just says escape DC 16, so I guess it's save.
All right, save. Let's see. All right, let's see. How? What are the odds?
Is that with advantage?
Yeah, that's with advantage.
Oh my god.
I got 2 4s in a row. Damn. So Lavender's just like for some reason this is not she's just not budging, but she's kind of smiling because this has done no damage to her so far, and she just feels like this is a nice good stretch. She's like, I was kind of feeling a little bit cramped. That really helped. Damn. And she's going to do
the marketplace.
yeah, pretty much.
That scene from The Incredibles.
And she's going to do a well, not a reckless attack this time. That is a 25 to hit, which I'm sure hits.
That hits.
And I guess this is a magic sword, just to point out.
Yeah.
That is 10 damage for the first attack, and 19 to hit, with 11 damage for the second.
All right. And you start carving off its shell, and you can see that there's a lot of like really succulent looking crab meat under the shell here.
The Lavender's is like kind of like happy at that, and you see another little pixie appear. Well, I don't know the difference between pixie and fairy, but it's a tiny little creature. Like even next to Lavender, it's like even smaller than normal. Well, no, actually I would say it's a little larger than normal, but proportionately to her, it's the same size as a regular pixie, but it's comparatively bigger to a normal pixie.
Okay.
And it just waves, like tries to climb onto the little crab's eyes, and it now has to make a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
Oopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Shit.
Crab is no more.
Yay! Oh,
Didn't mean to
dang
do
it.
that. Alright, saving throw. 18!
It definitely worked. You just see this nice little pixie appear, kind of give it a little bow, just fucking suicide bomb. Nothing happens.
Poor piece.
And that's the end of her turn.
Alright. Well, the crab is gonna, like, clamp down again with its claw on Korthina. But it seems you've positioned yourself to not get crushed by it somehow, so, you know, that works. And then it's going to try to grab Creed again. And I think Creed's able to maneuver his way away from it.
Knife roll. Yes. Yeah, because Creed doesn't have his armor on, but his AC is still 13.
Alright, and it's
Perfect.
now Korthina's turn.
She's sitting there, looking around, trying to figure out what the heck to do. Is there?
Lavender is kind of like holding out her sword. You can see Lavender's trying to get you to take it. She's like kind of like gesturing at it. She's like wheezing out. Well, not even wheezing. She's like kind of just speaking like, "Oh, just take my sword, dude."
Real quick, I want to like look around to see if like there's like a button or a lever or something else.
You wouldn't find any of those things. So you imagine that the barrier here is tied to the Trident Guardian.
I don't want to go to try it.
I will say Lavender is straight up trying to give you her sword if you want it
I have
to use. And she kind of yells at Nixie, "Take the sword if you..." Oh fuck, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. This entire time I could have teleported away, but no, I didn't. Lavender straight up is just having a good time, just like getting her like a nice little massage from a crab.
She's gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna do this way. Korthina's gonna go back over here. Oops. grab the dang token. She's gonna go over here. And she's gonna use one of her fire breath and burn the fuck out of the crab.
Out of the crab?
Oh, that will smell so good.
So it's a third, we're gonna just do a line, and that reaches 30 feet, so it pretty much goes over the whole crab in a line, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. And beat 14.
It got a 9.
He takes 2d10. Hold on. How do I roll these 2d10? Hold on. I can roll things. I can do things.
I believe in you.
2. That's not it. Where's my 10? 10. 10. I need 2 of these. And... Oh, 6 damage. Oh.
The shell is like kicking off a lot of the heat, but if you still smell the delicious smell of cooking crab.
Karina sits there. Okay. Seeing that didn't do much. She's gonna use her second attack, because I did look, at level 5 I got 2 attacks. And she's gonna use Guiding Bolt.
Alright.
And okay. Please. Nice!
Alright, that's gonna hit it. Roll damage.
13
Alright.
damage.
And it's gonna like start like it's gonna keep talking bubble language. Cicholas Nage says, "Yeah, keep going, guys."
Korthina turns and yells at Nixie. Can anybody talk to it?
Sure. Maribel, toss me with the weapons. And after he says that,
You're gonna hold your action forward until she.
Lavender's just trying to give you her sword too. She's like not being picky.
Well,
If you want this
I
one.
don't have the strength to wield that. Thank you. Select thing second. Let's see. I'm still in that thing's range, so no op attack. Question. Okay, so if Creed gets his weapons, he's going to pass one off to Korthina. Would that be a bonus action to do that, or if he gets it from? Okay, and then I'm guessing it's okay if he just does that whenever he gets the weapons.
Yeah, you can hold.
Alright, cool.
For Sister Maribel.
Alright, and then for my main action, then if I'm able to just hand that off later, I am actually going to cast Speak with Animals.
You could do it too!
Yeah, how do you think I talked to Lyra?
Oh my god, why didn't you do that in the beginning?
I don't know. I saw something trying to kill us, so I gotta focus on the killing part.
It's an animal. Okay. Just do your thing.
What's it blurbling?
It's blurbling about how it doesn't want you to take the sandwich.
Oh. We're not. Actually, hang on. I need to double check something. Can it understand me?
Well, its intelligence is 1.
Use any of the influence actions. Little to say. You comprehend verbally. Communicate. Okay, yeah. So I can talk back with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, normally Speak with Animals, you can go back and forth. You can have a conversation. They have to just have some type of intelligence.
Yep. It just wants the sandwich. That's it. And I don't think it cares much about the trident. Anyway, that's Creed's turn, by the way.
Okay.
I don't think we need to hurt this thing any more than I already did.
Nixie's gonna pick up another rock and throw it at the crab. It hits. It does 1 damage.
Just throw these little
Lavender's
piss
first-
missiles.
Lavender's like it cheers Nixie on and goes, "Nice job, dear." Lavender's already her mom. She's just like, Lavender's like, I am her mother now.
Alright. Sister Maribel is gonna run in and like hand off the weapons. And then she's gonna
Creed will
use go ahead and use Cure Wounds. Let me double check that she has
If she's a cleric and she doesn't have cure wounds, I'd be so fucking
Okay, look,
surprised.
I kind of just like slap these things together, so I'm just gonna say she used cure wounds. I did not spend a whole lot of time making these. I just made them so I could actually roll with them, but
That's fine.
Okay.
So 1d8 plus 3 heals you for 9 HP.
Oh, sure. Ooh, shit. Thank you.
All right. And then
Alright.
I'm assuming you pass off the weapon to Korthina, and you can make your attack now.
Creed is going to give her the saber. Creed's keeping the dagger for himself. Creed already used his action to cast Speak with Animals, so he's not attacking right now.
Okay. Lavender, it's your turn.
All right, let us see. Lavender is going to be like, kind of like, thump her head with her. Well, not really. She's like, hey, you know, I probably should have just done this earlier, but I was having such a nice little, like, you know, stretch. And she just teleports out. Just 1 second there. Next second, she just appears in a little bed of flowers that magically appear, disappear right here.
Hello.
And she just wings with all her might. And that is going to be, let's see. She's going to do a reckless attack in that case. She's going to do a 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And let's see. That is 14 damage for the first attack, and the second attack is also hits definitely, and it is. So that is 12 damage, so 26 damage total. Magical.
All right. Cool. Well, the Trident
And-
Guardian here is gonna skitter this way, so trigger at whatever attacks of opportunity you guys want to do,
Ooh.
so I can do a funny.
He's actually not going to take it.
Lavender's definitely taking it.
Korthina isn't gonna want to hit it because she doesn't
11 damage. Lavender does not care.
Korthina didn't want to hit it because she's like, why do we want? She wanted to yell towards Nicolas Cage. Do we want the trident or the sandwich? Because if we want the sandwich,
All right.
we have to kill
Well, it's gonna do a snapping slam, so it's gonna be a cone.
Ah, shit.
And I need you, both of you, to make a dex save. All right.
15.
All right, Creed, you're taking half of this number.
Yep.
So 17.
What? Fucking what?
Korthina, you take 34 damage at point blank range.
That sucks. That hurts. That hurts, you motherfucker.
Do you feel bad for it still, or?
He just wants the sandwich, man.
She looks over. She's sitting. She's like kind of like standing there for a second. Cage, Nage, whatever the frick your name is back there.
You're doing a great job. Keep going.
Do you want the sandwich or the trident?
The trident and the sandwich, if I can. I'd love the sandwich
And why do you want?
because I'm hungry.
We're not getting that soon.
I'll make
Just
you
get another
a
sandwich.
sandwich. She turns and looks at Creed.
But that sandwich is special.
I don't care.
She looks at Creed, and she says, "She's like, Creed, tell it we just want the trident." And
Okay,
she
okay.
holds. She wants to dodge. Like she's gonna hold her action to dodge its next attack, but she's not gonna attack. Because oh no, wait, I have 2 actions. What am I doing? Can I disengage
Sure.
and move? I'm gonna disengage and run this way, and then stop, and then I guess hold her second action if it comes at her again. And that's the end of her turn.
Wait, where is the second action from? Am I crazy?
I can't. I
Would
don't
it be
know
just
if-
I think it's just another regular attack. Level 5, you get an extra action,
Yeah.
extra attack
Paladin
after your
has
first
second
attack. Yeah, that's the same as Barbarian.
Yeah, I was gonna say multi-attack. I thought it was just attacks though, not. maybe
Yeah,
it's
not
just-
actions.
Anyway.
It's usually defined, but all right. Well, we're back up to Creed.
Okay, so
Tell it we don't want the sandwich.
Yeah, we had a big misunderstanding. We don't want the sandwich. We're not going to touch the sandwich. We just want the trident.
Lavender turns to him, greeting and says, "What the fuck are you talking about? I want the sandwich."
Protect the fork! Protect the fork! Protect the sandwich! Protect the sandwich!
Lavender? Don't fucking test me right now, please.
This round it's saying protect the fork. Protect the fork.
Oh shit. Okay, how about this? If we take the fork, then you only need to focus protecting one thing, which you can protect that a lot better.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm like, it doesn't understand anything you're saying. It's got 1 intelligence, the bare minimum.
Okay, I have bad news. I don't think it's listening to me.
Everything else is fine. I guess kill it. I don't want to, but okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Creed is going. He's gonna walk forward and do like a flourish with a knife before he's gonna try to aim for the soft spot in the belly.
Okay.
Because this knife is not magical. Korthina, the sword he gave Korthina is.
Oh, what's it?
If you roll a crit, you can also cast command, and it does a little extra damage.
Okay.
Yep. But anyway, belly stab. Just regular roll.
Yep.
All right, regular roll. Not good. 10.
It's able to block your thing.
All right, second attack because I have a knife, so I'm able to do that. There we go. That's a bit better.
Didn't mean to do that.
25?
I have to grab this.
All right, does 25 hit?
That does hit.
All right, time to lay into this poor fucker. So, knife damage, 7.
Okay.
I have Colossus Slayer,
All right.
so 6 on top of that.
All right. Keep going.
And then I get to do my Hunter's Mark, another 6.
All right.
So what was that? 25? Am I counting that right? No, 6
19.
plus 6, 19. I was way off. God, sorry. I had an extra 6 in there. My bad. But yeah, Creed goes under and just kind of stabs up into the undergut before yanking the knife out. And bonus action, he's going to take the help action. So Korthina will get advantage on their next attack roll.
Okay. Nixie's gonna move over here, and she's gonna throw another rock at it, and it bounces off the shell. Sister Maribel is going to cast Heroism again. Actually, this is. She's gonna cast Aid. She's gonna cast it on Korthina, Creed, and Nixie to protect Nixie. So that's gonna be.
Yeah, I was going to say Lavender does not need it.
5. So your current maximum hit point. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for the duration.
By 5, okay.
So just mark it as temporary hit points.
Well, I think if you click on your hit points, there's actually a whole thing for it. Max HP modifier.
Truthfully, this thing's not doing too hot. So it's probably gonna die here in a second. It's now Lavender's turn.
Well, here, thinking that to herself, Lavender is sprinting towards it. And she is going to use all of her strength just to flip it. Just straight up, just flip it. No attack, just flip. Could that be with advantage since she's not attacking this turn?
Yeah, you can do that.
That is just going to be a strength check then. Let's see. So the first one is a 21.
Okay.
And the second is a 24.
Alright, you're able to flip it up.
Hot damn.
And it's it's almost over, but then it comes crashing back down on its feet.
Oh shit.
Oh damn, Lavender's is kind of oh,
Alright.
okay. And another little pixie appears and tries to explode on it again, which is a 1d, which is the dexterity saving throw against 14.
It got a 7.
Okay, it takes 1d6 force damage.
Okay.
All right. For once, it just a little pixie just explodes and just fucking, little burst on it, and that's the end of my turn.
How much damage was it?
1d6 force damage.
So did you roll it?
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, sorry.
I can if you want, but
Let me see. I'm rolling it. Oh, 1 damage.
Alright. Well, the Trident Guardian
bombers.
is going to rush through here. Trample right over Creed.
Could Lavender make an opportunity attack?
It's technically still in range. It's just standing over
Oh, she's
Creed.
just gonna try to grapple it. You can try to grapple it to keep it from getting to Nixie.
I guess if you want to do strength versus dex. Strength or dex
Definitely.
versus dex.
And it would be an advantage. I forgot that's something to read. 24.
Oh no. I
She's
guess
just
where
trying
are you
to keep it back.
stopping
It doesn't matter as long as it's out of range of Nixie.
It's right here is in range of Nixie.
So I guess it'd be a little further back so it can't get to Nixie. She's like pulling all her strength just to keep it from getting any closer. Fuck Creed underneath it. She just doesn't care about that.
It's gonna use.
Just got bowled over.
It's gonna use its first claw attack on you. 17 to hit.
Definitely hits.
All right. Well, you're now grappled, and it's gonna keep moving. And it's gonna use its other claw to grab at Nixie. Hang on, let me.
Lavender's like just biting into the claw and doing nothing. She
Let
gets
me roll
just so
damage
furious.
on so it's gonna be. I'm intentionally nerfing this thing too because I don't want to roll 3d10 plus 5. So I'm doing 1d10 plus 5. So it's 8 damage to you with a claw.
Okay, that's only 4. You could have done all of it.
So.
Okay, I'm not going to test the DM.
Yeah, like I can hit the button. It looks fun to hit that button.
No.
All right, and it's gonna try to do the claw attack on Nixie. So 13. What's your AC? It hits her, and she starts screaming as she takes 7 damage.
Lavender is she's not screaming, but she's crying out in pure anger and anguish. This was supposed to be a beach episode. That's exactly what she's screaming.
Meanwhile, the crab's ass is just directly over. No. Yeah, it's directly over Creed.
Yeah.
So the belly is exposed to you. Just so you know.
Okay, Korthina's gonna run up it. And
Yep. And remember, you get advantage, Korthina, because Creed helped.
oh, okay. Well, she's gonna hold that, but she's gonna use her first attack as another breath weapon. So roll a dex saving throw for the crab.
Alright, dex save. It got a 19.
Okay, so he's only gonna take
And which direction is the breath weapon?
It's gonna go like this way, like right across it. But it's in a cone. It's not a cone. It's gonna be just in a straight line, so it's not no risk of hitting it.
Okay.
Not a cone. Straight line. Okay, then.
You're really quiet, by the way.
Coming out.
It's a little bit better. Summon
A little
minor
better.
familiar. Okay, cool. Alright,
So then
Kayla,
you
I got you.
Half. You get half of whatever the frick that was. What was that? 7? Yeah, half of 7. And then she's gonna take. I have no idea how to swing with this thing. because it's not like equipped. But she's gonna swing with the saber Creed threw at her.
Yeah, if you want the statistics, it's a rapier. So if you just import that, then...
Well, for now, what can I use until I import it?
Just, like, longsword. Just literally any weapon of yours.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... Then let me just grab my sword for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna swing at the sword. 25.
That hits.
Is that a nat?
Alright.
Am I correct?
Then,
No, okay.
um,
And then it's a d8 of damage.
1d8.
Or let me double check. Yes, 1d8.
Plus strength modifier.
Yeah, plus strength.
Plus 4. Yeah, because I'm proficient in swords, which is great. Alright, so then... 2, 6.
Alright.
Would this sword have sap? Would I have sap with it? No.
No, mine has a Vex.
Vex, okay. Okay, just thought I'd ask.
Suddenly, a small crab appears and runs up to the giant crab and starts clawing at its legs.
Korthina looks down with the crab. What the fuck?
Holy fuck.
With a 19 to hit. As it does 1 bludgeoning damage.
But it's immune to bludgeoning.
It doesn't matter. I'm making it count.
It's resistant.
It's
resistant, Korthina.
1 divided by half is still rounds up to 1. It counts.
Minimum
Oh,
of
I
1
was-
damage.
It's doing its best. Thank you, chat, for redeeming that, by the way. Let's go! Let's go, little buddy!
Go, guy. Get up.
We're at Creed now.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I imagine... Creed is 100% like bowled over, laying on his back underneath this thing, right?
Yep. And you can see very clearly the big crack going down the middle.
Alright, cool. He's gonna, like, shimmy on his back to be, like, kind of here so he's near Korthina. Just, I'm good. And you see, like, the legs are, like, stomping around him. Just,
I can't
Don't worry about me.
imagine it's tall enough that like Creed's like that Korthina can kind of see underneath it, and she's all like gives him a thumbs up, like, okay, yeah, just don't dodge those.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. Creed will try to stab at the belly with his, dagger. So another 2 attacks, right?
Yep.
Alright. Ooh, baby!
Nice.
Nat 20. Oh, man. I'm gonna be putting the fucking hurt on this thing. So, just to double check, you double all the dice, correct?
Double all dice.
Okay, so 8 from the dagger.
Okay.
Wow, that was pathetic. 2 from Colossus Slayer. That's 10. 17. I literally rolled worse on a crit than I did that other attack. That sucks.
You rolled 3 ones.
Yeah, that sucked. Alright,
Oh,
second
man.
attack.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Do it again.
Nice.
Alright, another nat 20. Let's try this again.
There
Alright,
you go.
9.
All right, that's better.
Yep. 17.
Okay. All right.
Was that 22?
All right. And with that, you stab it, and you're able to hit its heart, and it's like kind of bubbles, and then it falls to the ground, releasing everybody.
Oh, but it crushes Creed.
And it falls right
Lavender-
on top of Creed, unless he makes a dexterity saving throw.
Could
of
Lavender do a
17.
little throw to try to hold it up to get
Say
like?
Korthina catches it. Like if she sees it coming
Yeah.
down on Creed, Korthina's gonna drop the saber and try to catch it.
Okay, so I have to roll a dex save or
Yeah, dex save 17.
dex save?
Korthina's trying to catch it.
All
Same.
right. You're able to roll out of the way as it falls down to the ground.
Thank God.
Creed like crawls out on his hands and knees, just oh my god.
Cicholas Nage says, "Well done, adventurers. That was epic." All right.
No,
Lavender's
nice.
teleporting over. Lavender teleports over to Nixie and is looking her up and down, making sure she's all right.
She's taking
Gives her a flower.
2 damage, and Sister Maribel heals Nixie.
Lavender's still like halfway to crying. Oh, mostly. She starts sobbing as soon as she realizes Nixie's already just hugs her.
All right, Cicholas
Yeah.
Nage.
Fuck Creed.
Creed.
Gets no care about Creed.
Cicholas Nage picks up the trident and begins to examine it, and he holds it out for everyone to take a look at. And he says, the trident of the strongest. And you can see that there's extra text past where it says the strongest, but it says on the trident of the strongest, and then a bunch of garbled text afterwards.
Cool.
All right, now I must reward you for your efforts, adventurers. And I have 2 options for you. So, would you like my? And he's gonna hold out 2 different baubles. He's gonna pick them up off of his coat and present them. One of them it looks to be a compass. The jagged red needle spins erratically inside of a cracked compass casing. Strange rust-brown stains coat parts of the compass, and it looks like dried blood. Arcane runes are scratched into the metal. It occasionally emits a soft whispering sound. And the second one looks like a smoky glass orb with tiny white veins and cracked bones wrapped around what looks to be a marble of pulsating flesh.
Does anyone have appraisal? No.
Nope.
I do not.
I don't know, but this crab keeps running around, and it tries to give comfort to Nixie.
Lavender's glaring at it, making sure it doesn't pinch her.
It's gonna come over to
And
you,
then-
and it's gonna start pinching at your leg.
Lavender just kind of laughs at that and just gives it a flower to hold.
Aw. Give it a
It
knife.
roll the nat
Give
one
it a
to
knife.
try to pinch you,
It's-
and
Failure.
it just pinches the flower instead, and it holds it above its head, and it skitters off into the darkness.
Lavender was kind of looks a little disappointed. She was going to she was like, oh, I have another pet, but no.
Bummer.
As it turns out, no.
So, Nage, about the sandwich.
Oh, you can have that. That's fine.
I thought you wanted it.
Oh, I was just trying to say that to motivate you.
Oh, all right.
Is the
That's
crab
not-
still there?
So there are 4 items here that you don't know what they are. Or, I mean, you don't know what they do anyway. But
So we get to pick one from
you
Nage.
get, you get to pick one of the baubles. He's taking the trident for sure.
Okay. Do you guys
I
want
don't know. Like,
Sure. Lavender's she's half looking at. She's trying to think to herself, ooh, either a compass that might point us to something dangerous, or a marble that will show us something dangerous. I wonder which one we should take. Would be more dangerous. Let's take that one.
the compass.
You're gonna take the compass? Very good choice. Very, very good choice. This is... And he hands over the compass. And I guess I will keep this one for myself. He says, fare thee well, adventurers, and he takes off with the trident and disappears.
Goodbye.
I still don't like that guy. He's a pervert.
Mr.
Sure,
Maribel
can't walk
says, how is he a
behind the
pervert? He hasn't done anything that's perverted.
Not yet.
He has the vibe.
Makes
I
sense.
feel like
don't
he'd
know
steal
how
the
he has vibe.
constitution of.
He seems fine to me.
You got a lot to learn, Nixie.
Nixie got
Well-
an 18 on her insight check.
Lavender genuinely believes that. She's not lying.
Korthina picks up the sandwich. Anything remarkable about it?
Sir Crabbington. I love it.
Will Sir Cravington, can Sir Cravington be adopted?
If you want, I can bring it back.
Yeah, Lavender's trying to. Maybe she'll be Nixie's first pet, and Lavender can go. Rule number 5: always care for your pets. they're your best friends, and will stick with you through thick and
Sir
thin. And Lavender, to go or Sir Barkington. You're both appointed.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Sir Crappington too. But
All right.
Lavender kind of
you
gets
guys-
like a forlorn look in her eyes as she like thinks back to the bloom. But besides that, she's happy Nixie has a new friend.
You guys should try to do some Arcana checks on things.
Well, Korthina's investigating the sandwich.
It appears to be a crab cake BLT, and it's
Oh,
perfectly-
cannibalism! Damn.
No, that's not necessarily the case. And it appears to be in pristine condition, because even though while this thing has been sunken underwater, it looks as though all the leafy greens and everything else that's on it, everything like all the vegetables are super fresh.
It looks like it's
The crab cake looks to be as if it's still nice and crispy off the stove. Everything is perfect.
Korthina holds up this sandwich. She kind of gives it like a light squish. It looks delicious. She gives it like a smell.
I mean, I say eat right up. You seem pretty banged up, so
As the
She
culinary
is.
expert among us, you should probably check it out first.
what? Huh? Oh,
You are
Wait, what?
able to gather up 500 gold worth of crab meat from the big giant corpse of crab.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want that crab meat.
Yep.
Korthina gets that crab meat.
alright.
You know what I could do with this crab meat?
And Lavender leans down and whispers, "Eat it." As in
Takes a
that's what
bite
you
of
do
the
with it.
sandwich. She's gonna take a bite of the crab sandwich.
And it is a perfectly made crab sandwich. It is delightful. You get the nice, delicious tanginess from a remoulade in there. Nice savory crab. It's buttery, delicious. Buns
Oh.
perfectly toasted. Nice
Oh.
little crunch from the alfalfa sprouts on there.
Oh god!
Perfect.
Korthina's just sitting there, just salivating as she's eating the sandwich. Holy shit! And she's like genuinely like not quite taking it apart, but she's like took off the top bun and she's like looking at all the things to see what's in it, so she can like mentally like remake it.
So it's a crab cake. It's got some onions, a tomato, so bacon, lettuce, tomato. It's got alfalfa sprouts on there. It's the crab cake, remoulade on each side of the bun.
Oh,
Okay, I need to go to the crab pot. Anyway,
Do you feel different?
do I feel different?
Do you feel different? You don't look different.
Korthina looks like Korthina does look like trash, though. I'll tell you that right now. But she
Sister Maribel, could you
she keeps eating the sandwich. Does the sandwich do anything to me?
The sandwich doesn't do anything to you, and Sister Maribel heals you for
Thank you.
6 HP.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna do laying on hands on myself. Yeah, we're just gonna do that.
Yee-claw!
Oh yeah, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do that. There we go. Korthina's better. She did healing on hands on herself.
Alright.
What about you, Lavender? Are you doing okay?
and let me just check. Lavender's totally lost 4 hit points, and so she's got a slight cuts on her arms from the claws, but she kind of like just gives a little thumbs up in her bikini and just like is like, "Oh
Yeah, we're
yeah."
in our swimsuits. This is great.
And that really gave me a good, nice little stretch. That was really relaxing, actually.
Oh,
Mm.
those relax. That's certainly a word for it.
Korthina hands
Well-
back his saber. How are you feeling?
Well, I think one of my ribs is broken. I think. Or maybe just bruised. Otherwise, I think I'm mostly okay.
Korthina pats him on the head and goes, "Here's your wound." And 4 HP. 8. You get 8. 8.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, there's like a pop, and he's just like, ooh. Oh, it was cracked. Oh,
You're
Okay.
welcome.
thank you, Korthina. Just gonna like kind of look at the ceiling. Just, so are we sticking around down here, or are we gonna?
Hell no,
Well,
we're going back up to the beach.
Hey, you guys are forgetting something.
Are you?
What?
There's the plate. You should do it.
Lavender picks up the plate. Lavender just straight up picks up the plate and is thinking to herself, I wonder how much I can sell this for before she does a magical awareness check.
Alright, roll Arcana.
I guess any concentrated magic in that area she can detect.
Okay, yeah, no, the plate is magical.
And she is going to do her Arcana check. Wait a second, I need to check one thing. That is a 19, but it could be a... I don't know where it says, but I should be able to do it.
I totally forgot I can cast spells.
I think that's only a 19.
Okay. Well, it seems as though this plate is really good at preserving stuff. Which is why the sandwich is so pristine.
Lavender just goes like, oh, this is a really nice plate. I'm keeping it. I guess and she's like, and she gets turns to Korthina. Next time you bake a cake, let's do it on this plate. It seems like it'll keep it well preserved.
Noted. Korthina points at her. Noted. And she looks around. Is there anything else in the room besides the table, and what the heck was on it? Cool.
The table is just like a big ice table.
So it's just a plate of preserving.
It's a plate of preserving.
That's dope. We're going back outside because Korthina wants to play on the beach.
Alright.
Now Lavender wants to know, will it do the same to a dead body?
That's a good
Like
question.
if you put like a dead rat on it, will it keep the corpse fresh?
That's
what Lavender's
beyond
going
where
to
we want to
future.
know that.
Oh, these people.
Alright. I'm assuming you all go back out to the beach.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
And of course, Cicholas Nage is
Oh,
gone.
The beach. She starts
And-
running back to her.
And as you exit as everyone exits the lake, the entrance down to this underwater cavern, it sinks back down into the water with a wave rippling across the lake.
My question is, what do the commoners see? How did they react to all of this?
They're all like equal parts horrified and concerned and entertained. And like, especially since you're coming out with a huge chunk of crab meat.
Korthina just tries to shove the crab meat into her bag, but it's obviously too much.
No, you're talking about a gargantuan, sized crab.
Right, that's what
crab
I'm
meat.
saying. It's like she's trying to put it in there, but it's too much. So she just.
Well, she
steps
tries
on the
to
plank.
jump up and grab it, and Lavender has to like hold him back.
Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. She takes the blanket and wraps it around the crab meat and kind of ties it like a hobo bag.
I still have the chest
Hobo
of
baggins.
preserving. We can try to put some of it in there.
And Lavender says, the rest can go on this plate and we can balance it.
Ooh, yeah! So we put some in the chest of preserving, and then we balance the meat on the plate.
Yeah, Lavender just like puts it on top of her head and tries to balance it.
I gotta make.
And Nixie, I imagine Nixie's like running around trying to make sure she doesn't drop it with the crabs or Crabbington. Just helping her out.
That's so cute.
I'll add an NPC to my sheet for Crabbington.
Yeah, go ahead and do that for Sir Crabbington.
I need to figure out I forgot how to do that, but I'll do it.
Alright. So we're gonna continue hanging out on the beach until the sun starts to set and it's all nice and moody.
Yeah, the sun
Sure, yeah.
is beginning to crest over the mountainside as the shadow is beginning to cast itself down the beach.
Ooh! Korthina goes back out to the water because she just wants to play in the water somewhere. Swim around.
Nixie is playing in the water. Sister Maribel decides to boot this commoner out. She starts sunbathing.
As we relax on the beach.
Yeah, I imagine
Stomach
Creed's
for being a
gonna.
day off.
Yeah, I imagine Creed's gonna just lay down in the blanket and just be like, all right. Just staring
And
at
you
the
just see-
sky.
You barely see it coming as little Woofsy starts trying to dig in a hole into the beach, and the sand starts pummeling you.
Oh my gosh, I have a great idea.
It's on my tongue. It's on my.
Sir Crabbington, right?
Yes, Sir Crabbington.
So,
All right,
I started burying Creed in sand.
What the heck?
No, just don't worry about it. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. It's fine. And she starts burying him in sand, like giving him like a mermaid tail and like a nice mermaid body. Like it's just great.
You see Creed like he originally like looks annoyed at first before he kind of gives like a faint smile, kind of shakes his head before he lays down and just lets it happen.
Yes, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Because this is fun.
I can feel the sand between my toes. It's not the feeling I'm fond of.
Sand, I hate sand. I need to
It's
find
rough
that
and it's coarse and it gets everywhere.
It's fine. It's fine. Just let it happen.
No,
And she gives him
not
like
fighting.
large breasts, like on like the chest of the mermaid.
Oh, hey.
I took me a second. It's like, what?
I mean, I'm flattered, but what are you trying to hint at here? You saying I have moobs? Is that it,
No, I'm
Korthina?
just saying you look great. Heaven looks better. And she turns around and just runs back out to the water.
Lavender just lies down, like making sure Nixie's alright, but otherwise just relaxing too. Like, I imagine a little bit of blood is seeping into the sand, but otherwise she's fine.
You guys have
And out of nowhere,
and out of nowhere, Sir Crabbington.
and I was just going to say Sir Barkington showed up along with to take back the mimic, but now they're both all having a little party at the beach because they must.
They must.
Yep,
They
party
simply
is the
must.
requirement.
This is wonderful.
Who has possession of the compass?
I do. Korthina does.
Okay.
Because you took it.
You
Don't.
do hear a faint whistling sound as the compass needle locks on to a spot that appears to be in the water. So,
Say that one more time.
The compass. I don't know if you have it on your person. Do you have it on your person?
No, she would have put it in her bag. So no.
Which is where?
I guess whoever's near the bag over
Anyway, you hear it says
Over
so
here.
the compass,
Sir
making a
Crabbington just
sound,
taps on it.
and the needle is pointing in this general direction.
Alright.
I imagine Sir Crabbington and Sir Barkington like are tapping at it and kind of pawing at it. So Lavender begrudgingly gets up and just takes a look at it. Kind of rolls her eyes and goes, Creed, do you want to come investigate some treasure with me?
You're gonna say like look down at his mermaid body. Korthina, I have to break the curse of being a merman. Is that okay with you?
Why?
I don't know, adventure
She
or
comes out
something.
and runs up to you. Why? What's going on?
Lavender just hands over the compass.
Oh. I guess this was an.
And you realize Sir Crabbington just came with it and gets pinched onto it and it's now on her shoulder. She loves the idea of like having a big scaled friend just like her. Stronger than any other crab.
Korthina looks at the compass and starts following it, and you said it was like over there, over
Yep.
here somewhere. Okay. So Korthina grabs the compass and starts going this way. Oh well, I guess the crab is coming with me apparently. If it's on my shoulder. So we go up the rocks.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do. And Korthina's gonna start looking around as to like why it would be pinging over here.
All right. Go ahead and make some perception checks for me.
You know what, Korthina? Help, action, and guidance. I got you.
Okay, so help action. That's with advantage, yeah.
Yes, advantage, and then you also get to add the d4.
20. Oh, well, okay, so never mind. 23.
Alright. So, you find hidden within the rocks, there appears to be a bottle of red wine.
Nope.
Oh, look at that.
It's a wine finder.
Yeah.
Don't let it near Creed.
Korthina.
Yep.
Korthina looks at it. Is there like a label on it?
On the bottle of wine?
Yeah.
The bottle, the label has been eroded away.
Okay, so is it able to be opened easily? Because she'll just smell
You should
it.
be able to open it just fine.
Okay, she opens it and gives it like a little smell.
Yeah, it smells like really good red wine.
She puts the cork back on it. Man, I guess this is an evil thing to find evil things. She chuckled. But it smells like good wine. Old
Lavender's
table.
just gonna go, can I take a sip, please?
Sure, she hands the bottle to Lavender.
Lavender just chugs it down. I will just have to reiterate, this is literally the day after she found out like some terrible stuff. So she's like, nope.
Okay.
Wait.
Anything to distract her.
Just save it.
And you can see she's already stumbling. She's really bad with alcohol.
Hold on to the compass. Just saying that. It's just like,
Lavender is just going to go up to Korthina and just go, I need some more alcohol and I'll make sure Greed doesn't get it. Could I have the compass?
Sure. She hands her the compass. I'm obviously not gonna need it.
And Lavender's already like half pulled over. She's terrible with alcohol. So she's like hugging Nixie and just sits down.
You know what? Maybe none of us should drink alcohol. That sounds like an even better idea.
Yeah.
That's propaganda made by
Big
the
Sober.
demons.
Propaganda by Big
Yep.
Sober.
Yeah.
Big sober.
And you know Big Sober, he's just he's one of the worst demons out there.
The big water.
Makes us look bad. Only Creed. He shouldn't buy into it. Everyone else should.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong token. No, that's not my token.
Where am I going? I got possessed.
Well,
Korthina's like playing in the shallow bit of the water.
alright. Well, I guess this seems like a relatively decent spot to wrap things up. Is there anything that you guys want to accomplish or take care of for the rest of this, during the session?
I mean, I was just gonna RP do some chatting with Korthina, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
about it.
absolutely. Yeah, you guys do your RP stuff, but I'm just trying to figure out if there's like any like
No
Other
pressing
relevant
concerns here.
Nothing relevant.
okay, cool. You guys do your RP stuff. Go ahead.
Wonderful.
Korthina's like kicking
as-
the water as she walks around in it.
I imagine Lavender's. You already helped yourself to
Lavender's-
some wine and you're chilling, right?
Lavender's like making little sandcastles while trying to fend off the dogs, but because she's drunk, she's barely able to. Like the dogs are like acting as like huge Turisks or whatever you call it. She's like, back Turisk, back. And she's like wielding the wine battle to protect your little kingdom. But she's failing and she steps and she falls back into it, crushes it, and lands on her back half asleep. She's barely awake, but she's still awake.
This is great. I love that. I love that image. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you see, Creed's kind of looking over Lavender before he kind of like whispers out of the side of his mouth to you, Korthina. Lavender is not doing okay.
She's a lightweight. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I mean, we've been traveling for a little while. She hasn't picked up drinking until recently. I mean, shit, the last 2 days especially.
Oh.
I know that.
He stops kicking in the water and looks at Creed. Well, yeah, that whole deer thing was pretty intense for her.
Well, no, yeah, but like, I might be a stupid idiot most of the time, but I can tell there's more to it than just, being sad over the deer. I know she mentioned that it was like, what, killing a friend of hers? She knew it, and it's just like, how do we help that? Because right now she's going down the road that I go down, and you and I have both seen how that ends up, and it's a bad place to be.
It's bigger The situation, from what I'm understanding, is much bigger than I think either you and I can fix. The only thing we can do is support. Because she doesn't even know. That's the crazy part. It's like this block. Like, she doesn't know all the details, so she almost can't get all the details to help herself. So we just gotta kind of sit here and catch her when she falls, I guess.
Like you guys did
I don't
for
know
me.
what else to say to that, because it's a lot. There's a lot going on, and I'm getting bits and pieces of it. It's just there's only so much we can do with as much information as we have, which isn't a lot.
Yeah. Fuck, I do worry about her. Just, I don't know. She's a.
You look
strange
over and
woman.
you see Nixie has made her way back up the beach, and she's being like, she's kind of half screaming, "Help me!" As Lavender pulls her down and starts like ruffling her hair and giving her some flowers and stuff, before like falling back down again.
It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Korthina just called back up the beach. You'll be okay.
At least she's good with. Well, I'm hesitant to say kids because obviously Nixie's a
She's great.
little more than that. Well, that's what I mean though. Like that's whatever. Lavender is good with youngins, I guess.
I wonder where that came from. I don't know. To me, she doesn't
Yeah.
seem to kind of like to do that.
No, that got me off guard too.
But it's a nice
You
trait.
just hear Lavender just go, "You remind me of my child when I was a bit younger," and you can tell she's making up on the spot. She's not even. She can't lie for shit right now. She's like, "I had 12 children, and now I only have 4. Stand still, will ya?"
She looks straight out the corner of her eye and then looks back at Lavender. Maybe we should take the alcohol away.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm
I'm
sure
gonna.
you'll do
Yeah, probably.
Do you approach?
Speaking-
I need to know. Do you get any closer?
I mean, Creed isn't because I know if he takes a step, Lavender's gonna assume you're going for that. He's going for the alcohol and punch him in the mouth. So
Lavender turns to Creed and goes, "Now you know how it feels."
honestly, I'm mostly just jealous. But right on, you do you, I guess.
How are you, Creed? How have you been?
Well, you know, I got my ribs crushed by a giant crab. I got called slurs at the beach. It's another day in the life. How about you? You doing okay?
I'm doing better.
That's good.
Overall, though, do you have any more answers about whatever heck demon prince thing you got going on in your life?
Fuck no. I got
What
the,
wants to marry you? Maybe that's the deal. He needs a princess.
if that's... You calling me a princess?
She's like trying not to smirk and like trying to make a joke.
You calling me a princess? What, because I got some baller-ass swimsuit and because pink's a good color on me?
I didn't say that.
Lavender just turns to them, goes, "Because she thinks you're a pillow princess and she wants to prove it." And then, like,
Wow.
starts trying to stand up. She stands up slowly and, like, she's clearly barely able to move, and she just goes, "So now we got Orcus and also the other one, and now Venetricx Hjarta. Don't look out for that one. Venetricx Hjarta. I think she might be related to you, Creed. She's a huntress. I think so, except she's cooler, and you're just a drunk dude."
He was just like, oh my lord.
Thank you, Lavender.
And then she is walking down the beach, and she's like, you can see her footprints are just like meandering back and forth, like she's, and she like half misses Creed, and then she like puts her arm around Creed and just goes,
Okay.
"We'll fucking kill Orcus. Then we'll kill all the gods who didn't listen to you."
No, it's not that. I feel like Orcus is a wall, so it's not their fault. They can't hear. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Well, then you climb a wall, and Lavender kind of starts splashing in the water.
Wait, no, Lavender, you be careful.
And she just goes, yes, Korthina, and just teleports straight back and vomits.
No, go ahead and make a con save.
And you can see the mimics. You see the mimics start eating the vomit. It's the most disgusting thing ever. Even the dogs look appalled.
So you have a dirty 20 on that con save.
Oh, that was just 18.
No, you get a dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
Because there's like a certain other thing that has to do with the compass.
All right. I don't know what that means, but she's doing a little better now, and she just plops back down.
You get a +2 with the compass.
All right, that's
for this
strange.
specific con save.
Ooh, alcohol con save. Okay. Good thing Cree doesn't have it. So she just sits back down and plops down and just goes, guys, let's come over and have some music. We should talk. Without the other three. Although we should get up. There's only 6 of us, right? Oh, wait. And she tries to keep counting, but she keeps losing track.
Korthina shakes her head. I came to the beach to play in the water, so that's what I'm going to do.
Should I keep an eye on
And she just
her?
turns around and just kicks and splashes a little bit in the water.
Should I keep an eye on her? Let you enjoy yourself? Yes, no, maybe so. Am I lagging out? Am I dead?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, sorry. I got distracted. What?
Do you want me to look after Lavender while you just kind of half-assedly splashes the water?
He looks down. Do you guys want to go home?
It's nice being out at the house.
Lavender and Nixie have started up a tune.
I think they're
Doesn't mean-
fine. She looks out, and it's like the sunset, like on the opposite side, so they're looking into the sunset. Or what? Where's the sunset?
It's to the west where the mountains are. So it's already down on the mountains. The beach is starting to clear, and the shadow is cast over the beach at this point.
Maybe we should go home and have some crab meat for dinner. What do you think?
That'd be
Yeah.
pretty nice. Do you need any help cooking it?
No. You can keep me company in the kitchen though if you want.
I'd like that.
She kicks some water at him like as a playful splash.
Hey, watch yourself there. He's gonna kick some back. Except he misses, and he probably just gets like a footful of sand and just like hits her right in the thigh.
She just stands there. In the thigh? She's not that. She's way taller than that, dude. Like, more like in the shin.
Alright. Well,
She just stands there and looks at him like, well, if you're gonna kick sand at me, geez, at least do it this way. And she bends over and she grabs like wet sand and she like throws it at him and just kind of splats all over his chest.
Oh.
She like holds her chin
I
up and digs a
see.
big smirk on her face as she walks back over here.
I see how. Okay. Fine. He's gonna start wading back in the water to wash himself off, but he's gonna. As soon as Korthina turns her back, she's getting a lump of sand at the back. Just.
She turns and looks, oh no, 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 no. And she runs over and tackles him, just straight tackles him into the water.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna have him contest that. You just face down to the water, like scrambling for a second.
She just sits onto the side of him. She doesn't want to drown him, obviously, but she sits off to the side as she like splashes water on her back to and lays down to get it off. There. Don't try to do that.
All right, truce. You win. Fine. I succeed.
Oh, okay. She just shakes her head and does that playful push thing again, but it doesn't work. She tries a little lighter, but he still kind of staggers off.
Yeah.
I'll get there. But you need to do more push-ups. All right, come on, guys.
We need to do our fucking sparring thing one of these days.
Tomorrow. There's always tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not saying I don't want to, but I for sure need some rest because my legs hurt now from running on the beach.
Lavender kind of looks up and just goes, I can't believe Father's missed this. They're too weak. Well, I need to protect them, keep them safe.
We can come
I do.
back, I'm sure. I'm sure they'd love to come back.
Honestly, I would not mind frequenting this place every time we get back here. We need something to look forward to every time we get back to Stone Call. Because usually
Maybe
it's
less
not the
racist.
Songbird. Yeah, less racist would be good.
Korthina holds out her hand to Lavender. Do you need help?
Lavender like tries to grab it, but keeps missing. Then finally grabs it and pulls herself up. Actually, can you do a strength check against my strength check?
Oh
Strength.
shit.
Well, she only got a 7, so it should be fine.
Oh, I got a 1, a nat 1.
Wow.
Yeah, she accidentally pulls you straight down
Holy
before standing up and helping you up.
my
Okay,
God,
do you need help? What are we thinking, Korthina? Like one of us under each of her arms?
How about you take my bag? She like after she helps Lavender up, she realizes she looks down at herself and she's like, oh shit, hold on. And she like gently lets go of Lavender and she goes over and she wraps up her swimsuit cover and ties it up a little bit. Then she puts stuff in her bag and hands it to Creed. You carry this. She puts on her hat and she like fixes herself up so she looks nice and she's like, okay. And I'll help Lavender.
Lavender just goes, "It's fine, I'm fine," and she starts using her sword as a crutch and like picks up her cloak and starts putting it on. It takes her a few tries, but she buttons it on, and she
Yeah,
turns back
Lavender's,
into a
like-
human.
Like Korthina's like has her arms like out by Lavender, like like a toddler when you're walking behind them so they don't fall.
And you see that both dogs and the mimic are just like pacing around, trying to keep her in the right direction, like kind of prodding her along.
All right, let's get back. Come
Creed
on,
will collect.
Maribel. Come on, Nixie.
Yeah, exactly. Collect them and start heading back to the manor.
Alright. As you get back to the estate, I imagine you're gonna get the Theodomer's gonna check out the name, identify the item to get the full
Mhm.
thing.
Hopefully.
It is called the Burble Vuxton Red Compass. Burble
Alright.
Vuxton Red
Oh, my
Compass
phone died. That's a bummer.
identifies the nearest
Let's see.
unclaimed bottle of wine within
That's awesome.
500 feet.
Lavender is like I think by this point, Lavender's somehow completely sobered up. She gets drunk really easily, but she sobers really fast.
I can imagine she's huge, like tall.
Yeah. It goes straight to her brain and then straight out of her.
Related.
And she just glances at Creed and just goes, "Yeah, I'm using this to keep everything away from you."
Yep.
But
So the Burble Buxton
But
Red
how many-
Compass identifies the nearest unclaimed bottle of wine within 500 feet and grants +2 to con saves when related to drinking.
That is like an awesome thing when you're trying to do a drinking game.
yeah,
Keep that.
and like you're just like at a party. They're like, "We need more beer," and you just like pull out the compass, find a stash somewhere.
Sadly, Creed will not benefit from this.
Nope.
Unless he steals it.
Honestly, the
Unless
other
it's
one might have been more much better for general use.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's a bummer and a half. The fleshy ball freaked me out, so I didn't want that.
Yeah, I don't fuck with it.
Yep.
All right, so Korthina takes the meat and stuff into the kitchen. She kind of puts it in like the big ice box, like chops it up, puts it into smaller portions, and starts getting ready to like put it in the ice box. And then she starts stirring it up and making it into like this really nice like crab cakes, and like with rice, and then just another veggie of some kind, like green beans or corn or something, kind of on the side. And brings it out to the dining room and puts it all on the table. This is nice. She sits down and starts eating.
Yeah, this is. God damn, you are a fine chef.
Thanks.
Lavender gives a thumbs up in between bites.
Yep. Okay.
And like
That
she's
reminds-
sneaking Nixie some more food, but even although Nixie's already got a huge plate full, I bet.
Yeah.
Like a mother, like, "Eat, dear, you need to eat more. You look like skin and bones," and Nixie literally does.
There's like a plate in the center of like the table, like of the extras. Like she made like individual crab cakes, and they're just pretty like a good chunk breaded up with like, and you can see like other things she put in like the breading, and then when you bite the crab cake, there's other things besides crab in there, and then there's like the veggies. It's like just another bunch of stir-fried veggies, and then with just a mountain of like brown rice and stuff.
It's good shit. I see that. Reminds me, you learned to cook from your dad, your parents?
My
Right?
parents.
You know, I don't think I
my
ever.
parents can cook.
You know,
I get a lot of food from my mom.
See, that reminds me. Not, at least according to you, that we should ever meet them, but what are their names? Just that way, God forbid,
Oh.
we cross paths.
1 second. I had it. She's
She
thinking for a
doesn't
second.
remember her name, names of her parents. She's completely
Her
forgotten.
father. Ready? Okay. It's like, oh, my dad's name. His She goes, sits there and she looks at him. She's like, oh, in your terms, common terms, it'd be Jalthosaurus. Jalthosaurus. She's kind of like questioning it, like that's not how it's pronounced, because in Draconic it'll be pronounced differently. But it's
Jatasos?
Jalthosaurus. Jalthosaurus. And my mom. Here, we'll do this. I can copy and paste it. There's her dad. That's her dad. And then her mom, she sits there and she's like, Thricesia.
Rice. Okay, well that one is not too bad.
Yeah, that one's not bad. My mom made it easy, honestly. Good. And then there's her mom's name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Lavender is going to be like, all right, I'm not going to remember that at all, but I'll try my best.
It's okay. I didn't
Don't
actually know
ask.
they had. I just called them mom and dad until I was like forever years old. And somebody's like, what's your parents' names? And I'm like, my parents have names. They're mom and dad.
And Lavender just kind of goes like, wait a second, did you say your mom made it easy on us with that name? I think her mom made it easy on you with that name.
That's true. You're not wrong on that one.
But also, in terms of names, there's also a name you should remember, or a title. Korthina, you heard it already, but it's a Venetricx Hjarta. It's Sylvan. It means hunter of hearts.
Hjarta. The
Hjarta.
J is gonna be like a more,
Yeah.
it's just an extra H.
H-Y.
Yeah.
Hjarta. Venetricx Hjarta.
Hjarta.
Hunter of hearts. If you hear that title, run and get me.
You have to watch out, apparently.
Yeah, I'm sorry, when did this happen? This name?
Oh, I took Lavender to the bookshop with the book.
No
seller
deal
guy.
signed.
You fucking,
It was a
didn't have to sign a
surprise for me too. No contract signed. Apparently he wants her dead as much as I want her dead, but apparently that's impossible, and it makes sense because I don't think she can die.
So he likes Lavender a lot.
Alright, I guess.
But I'll forewarn you, he doesn't like you or Char or Theodore. So
Oh, he's
Imagine
never
that.
met the Oddmer. He's never met the Oddmer.
oh, he's never met Theodore? Okay. He
I
doesn't
bet.
like you or Char. Sorry.
Lavender Cisco, I'm pretty sure he won't like with the Oddbear either.
No, you never know.
Yeah, imagine that. Wow.
I think he and I have mixed feelings because I accidentally brought a cow's leg into his shop.
How
I mean,
often are you going there?
Huh?
How often are you going there?
Oh, not often. I went there when I was here returning the objects to Lady Songbird. I just had a bunch of questions and I couldn't find them no matter who I talked to. And I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens. And, I went in, asked some questions. He gave me some answers, which was great. I'd have to sign a contract, just kind of like said, he's like, hey, while you're running this errand, if you could stop by and do something for me. And I'm like, cool, yeah, I got you, bro. And I left. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't make everybody sign contracts. I don't know what the heck was Char's dealio. I don't know what that was all about.
Well, Char is... Okay, between us, Char seems kind of like easily manipulated at times.
I feel bad for him, yeah.
No, I do
Yeah.
too. I feel really bad for him. Listen, I personally should not have the right to say this, but he's like young and foolish, you know? And I'm only like 2 years older than him.
Fair. I'm not much.
Yeah, you kiddos. All you kids. And Lavender's just going to look down at them and just go, oh, he's signing contracts and having fights with gods.
Hey.
When I was your age, I don't remember. Yeah, same thing. Same difference. They're both evil.
No, no. Don't you be saying that.
No, I will. And Lavender's just going to go, well, I don't like the gods. I think that's... Well, I made that for the gods. Well, yeah, no shit, Lavender. You don't like the gods, but...
I said, yeah, Lavender, that's pretty obvious. I'm sorry.
Like, look at Char. He's got, like, at least 2 gods fighting over him. Like, why can't they just make it as simple? Just make it 1. But no, they have to be so evil. Make it 2. And now he can't have a good night's sleep.
I don't know. I only had 1 god, and then she passed me on to, like, you know, one of her other little gods as helpers, and then now we have both.
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. So how did you get into the whole religion thing, Korthina? You know, baker to a paladin, that's quite the jump. I know you said you wanted to, the adventuring business.
I mean, my dad, he was always like, my dad has religious background. I mean, he's not like crazy, but he was very strict about, we praise this guy. And my mom's like, well, we do this. And so they kind of just had to do it all. Like, we had to compromise. Me, I just kind of stepped back and let them argue. And I'm just like, okay, while you guys fight over your sports teams, I'm going up to my room. And just over time, I would just like, when I'm just like, I was trying to do everything I could to not be a baker, because my mom's all like, you didn't take up the bakery someday. And I'm all like, no. She didn't understand that. My sister was more than willing to do it. And she's older. I don't know why I had to do it.
Well,
Oh, you have a sister. That's nice.
I was praying one day, and just to anybody who would listen, and Stalune answered. And I'm like, okay. So literally, wasting no time, I packed my bags and left.
Wow. Wait, so what did she say to you? If I can ask.
I gotta look at my dream journal for that. Kind of chuckles a little bit. It's been a while. Pretty much just said, follow my lead and I'll show you what to do. Is the gist of it.
Same.
So I've been following the moon ever since.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, my older sister. Watch out for her. She's psycho.
Oh,
Can I
nice.
know her name in case, again, God forbid, our paths cross?
She wanted to be a part of the bakery, so unless we go to the bakery, you'll probably never meet her. She's not... Okay, I guess this is me just being younger sister, she always, like, picked on me. It's crazy older sister things, Her name is Valshira. Yeah, she's really nice. I mean, when she's talking about chocolate.
Wait, is she psycho or not? Wait, could you...
She's
I need
my
more
older
details.
sister. She picks on me. She thinks all my dreams are goofy, and she makes fun of me for it. She's like, you should stay here and be a baker. Marry the butcher's son across the street. And I'm like, I don't want to. I want to go do this. And she's like, your adventures are stupid. Like sister stuff.
Oh, that's pretty rude. I guess I get why you don't hang out with her.
No.
Well... Oh, unrelated matters. Well, to family at least. I think there's a place we need to stop by next time we head to the Feywild. The States.
Yeah.
There's a little town called Gristle. I don't know if you've been there, Korthina. It's on the border of Stonecold and the Freedom States. It's a human village. It's got a humming rock at the center.
Have I been there?
You wouldn't have...
DM, have I been there?
You would not have been there, no.
Okay. No, it sounds familiar, but I haven't been over there.
Yeah,
What
but,
is so
well,
special about it?
to be quite honest, well, I already told both of you about my memories and all that, but it's the first place I remember.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've
So,
to be
some
quite
memory?
honest, yeah, it's my earliest memory. Well, that is to say, I should probably be honest. That the other day, that bloom. I think I knew it. Like that's why I was so upset about it. I thought it was maybe a random bloom. Maybe it's a really fucked up bloom. Maybe the demon Orcus asked of a bloom and sent it after us as a message. But no, it was just a bloom, just one I knew. And the moment I saw it, I guess, well, the moment it died, I had well, not even that. Right before I fell asleep, I remembered it. I was holding it. I was petting it. And well, I guess that sounds crazy. Like you pet a dog. Like I've got 2 dogs. You pet the dogs all the time. They're friends. But a bloom. That's not something that happens normally. Well, Korthina, I don't think you said you never saw a bloom, but I mean they're fucking rare. Like I don't know how to put this in better terms for you, Creed. But I guess it's like seeing. I guess it's like seeing your king. Like I don't. It's like seeing a knight, a pure paladin shows up out of nowhere and is your best friend, and you just kind of have to wonder, like, you're paladin. Why are you here? Why are you so strong? No, why would you talk to someone like me? You could talk to anyone, but he picked me.
Creed is 100% looking at Korthina as soon as Lavender says that.
Oh.
Korthina kind of looks at that and kind of Lavender kind of looks at that and kind of smiles at that, and she goes, "That's pretty much how it is."
Well, Korthina was like quietly getting up, like as she was telling the story. She kind of quietly got up and leaned like into the kitchen, like around the corner, and she pulled out like a small cake, and she like walked over and she gently like slid it over towards Lavender in case she wanted a bite.
Lavender looks thankful as she like takes a little bite, and she just like she's holding up her fork and she just goes, "That's the worst part. Like, I think that's how I explain it. Why would a shiny paladin out of nowhere be there?" And I felt something when I meant it, and it's. I guess I'm still in a little shock. I guess I'll be crying more later, but right now I'm just in more shock that I knew a bloom than crying over losing a bloom. But aside from that memory, my first memory is of that village. It's not been anything else. I don't know about my parents. I don't know any of that. Sorry, Creed, for making that up. That was kind of a dick move of me, but I guess
it really was, but I was forgiven.
I kind of just wanted to have a family. Like, I wanted to be able to say that I had a family, make it more real. And I guess that's why I'm happy to have Nixie here. And she kind of ruffles Nixie's hair and just goes, "It's not the same, but I mean, like, it feels familiar, I guess." But Gristle,
sitting down at the table, she's kind of like, she's gently like, she's also kind of picking at the cake a little bit and like eating her food off her plate. She's like, has one hand kind of like rubbing her cheek a little bit. She's like, "I can't imagine not having my family around. I mean, outside of like this, like I don't talk to them, but I can't imagine them not being there. That's so crazy to me, and I feel horrible for you guys."
and Lavender's just going to smile at Creed and just go, "Well, I hope you find your family. I don't know about mine. I don't think it's going to end well. That's all the dreamers are saying, that no, it's fucking not going to end well, but at least I hope for your sake you find yours."
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, if my parents are still out there, there's obviously a reason I got dumped in front of a church, so...
That's not nice.
Maybe they wanted to save you.
She slides a slice of the cake to Creed. Like a little bit.
I mean, maybe they did.
It has like a little bit of a drizzle of like chocolate on it. Like the whole cake has like a chocolate drizzle on it, but like she puts a little extra on Creed's piece.
Thank you.
Oh, but us. But yeah, so I was avoiding that. I didn't really want to think about it. To be honest, it didn't really come back to me. It just seemed natural to know about Gristle, but the more I think about it, why would I know that place? It's a human village. I'm not human. It's not in the midst of the Freedom Streets. It's just on the border, but it seems important.
Maybe you've been through there?
Maybe.
We
And
can
hopefully
check
on
out.
the way we can kill that dude she wants dead, whatever.
She just wants him,
You know,
apprehend.
Lady Yeah, well, she didn't care about if we killed him, so I'm assuming you have to kill him.
She preferred him not dead, but okay, you know what? If passing by, we just kind of go and then keep going, I
Yeah.
guess. But, you know, she preferred him not dead.
Well,
We
maybe we'll
still
run
be
into the ship
gentle.
captain.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
like,
we'll make sure to stop by Grisel for you. We'll find you answers. Hell or high water. We'll get it done.
and in exchange,
genuine.
we're going to definitely find yours.
Heck yeah.
Well,
Oh.
answers for you.
You know, I've been thinking about it. The more I learn, the less sleep I'm getting, the more worried I am, the more I want to drink. I'm actually not sure if I want answers. I'm scared.
Well,
I-
aren't you scared every time you go into combat? But
Yes!
so far, it's worked out. That's what I
I'm
mean.
fucking-
Like,
No, well, okay, that's not a fair comparison. Like, going into combat, I'm fucking mortified all the time. And it's not just for me. If I die, there's no uncertainty what's going to happen. I'm going to hell. There's no uncertainty with that. What the uncertainty is you guys. I am terrified every second something comes across our paths. And I know you're tough, Lavender, and you're tough, Korthina, but just if anything goes wrong, shit, in the caves, Korthina, you and I were trapped in there. We could have died. You could have died. We saw Char die in the Hall of Heroes when we were fighting Elira. We saw Shu die. That's not. I can't keep letting that happen because one of these times we're gonna die and you're not coming back. And I can't. That's not something I want to deal with. That's not something I can deal with.
Korthina,
well,
like, leans across the table and, like, puts her hand, like, out towards him. She just sits there and she's like, it'll be fine. But whether you think so or not, and throughout the chaos, it'll be fine.
How are you certain, though? You can't say that with certainty.
yeah, we'll just fucking destroy everything until it's fine.
Korthina chuckles. The thing is, the weird thing is, I just know. It's one of those things
Player
where
character just no.
know.
You're a player
I
character.
just
You'll be
know.
fine.
It'll be fine. It will be. It'll be fine. We'll be all okay. It just, you know, it's that weird tickly feeling on the inside. I don't know if you've ever had that, where you're just for sure 100%. We'll be okay. It's not going to be easy, but we'll be okay. And we're going to
Yeah.
figure this out. All of this. We're going to figure out Lavender's memory loss nonsense, and we're going to figure out this whole Orcus nonsense, and we're going to get that guy off your back so you can live a normal life.
Hopefully away from Stone Call. This place is fucking racist as shit.
Yeah, this place sucks.
Like, that's what the only reason I even care about, you know, solve this, solve that, kill this guy is it's an adventure. I don't know why I was thinking why I should do an adventure, but now it's too late to back out, but
Yeah.
I just like the adventure part.
That is a strange ideal, I guess. I don't know. I and this is quite ironic coming from, you know, someone lumped in with you guys, but I'm not huge on the, like, doing it for the sake of adventure. I'd originally come out here to, like, try and make a difference and show people how good tieflings can be, and, well, I'm not a very good shining example of that, am I?
well, you're
But
getting
no,
better, so that's a start.
I was gonna say you're trying. That's all we can to ask of you is to try.
I guess.
You're not gonna be perfect
it's just-
tomorrow.
There's no way I'm gonna be perfect tomorrow. No way I'm gonna be perfect in the next week. Hell, months even.
That's good thinking. Put realistic standards for yourself. And she takes a nice bite of one of her cakes.
Well, Yeah, I mean, let's beat up our problems. We'll solve all the problems. The only, to be honest, that's kind of the, Korthina.
Hmm.
I know you ran away from home for like adventure, but I never really asked why. Besides, was it like your ideals, or did the saloon tell you to?
Growing up, I wanted more than just the little village that my bakery was in. My sister thinks I'm stupid. My dad actually supports me 100%. My mom, on the other hand, doesn't. So that's the dynamic we're working with. So growing up, I'd play with my friends, and we'd all be just kids, running around. And my dad would tell me stories, or like bedtime stories, as his adventures, because he was a fighter and he went on these crazy adventures, fighting bad guys, fighting big demons and stuff, going on adventures. That's how he met my mom. And they were in this group, this band of people, and along with a few others, and they would just fight bad guys. And their stories, they would always come out on top. I mean, my dad never came out unscathed, to tell you that. I mean, he still has huge scars. But, it's wild just to hear those stories and be like, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. But you're just locked into a building baking cake all day, or muffins, or cookies. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be locked into something like that. So every chance I got, I'd play with my friends. We'd go into the woods nearby the village and pretend we were adventurers. My mom hated it. My dad was actually the first guy who showed me how to use a sword, even though it was a stick. My mom hated that too. I had to get out because I didn't want to be a baker. I genuinely don't.
Well, I'm glad you got out then. And you're doing a pretty good job being a kick-ass paladin, so that's that.
Yeah, you're badass.
I tried. And she's sitting there just kind of like stirring her rice around on her plate.
Well, I guess that's a dream for me. Creed, what would you do if you had everything just fixed itself? As in, you got a little better at being sober, no more demon on your back, you found your parents or you didn't find them. Whatever, you want more.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I'd want to make sure everyone else is okay. Because if I'm fixed, then I don't need to focus on me anymore. What happens to me doesn't matter.
No, that's what I mean. Imagine, everyone's fine. What would you do? Would you keep fighting?
Oh, I don't know. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to be fine. There's always something going on. There's either, something with me or something with someone else. I don't know, I feel like that would be an impossible goal or achievement. I just can't even.
Lavender?
Yeah, what about you?
It's the entire reason I started that. Well, I can't say that anymore. I guess when we first met, that's what I was saying. That I came for adventure to have more power, but now I don't know anymore. It just rolls off the tongue, but it doesn't feel true anymore. I guess with the dreams, nothing feels true, but for me, I guess it would. I'm sorry, Korthina, it'd be the exact opposite of what you hate. I think I just have a nice little bakery in the middle of the woods. A small cottage further hidden behind that. Little creatures, squirrels would come from miles around from the Feywild. The pixies would fly in, and it would be silent, completely silent, except for a small song. And I'd have my children wandering around helping serve everyone, and we would make money selling cakes and stuff, but if anyone bad came, if an archfey or a god or a devil or a demon wandered in, they'd die by my blade. And Lavender gets this little smile at that, and they'd be gone. There'd be nobody to prevent it. So that's why I'm still sticking around. I needed those answers, but I also need to be strong enough to let that happen. And that means when we're all done, you can come visit or stay with us. I bet you two together, I should assume. And Lavender kind of smirks and just goes, and then you'll be safe there from everything, no matter what.
That sounds nice. That sounds really nice.
That would be really nice.
So to that end, we better get our stuff together.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably. Yeah,
And-
It
definitely.
would also be really nice.
And Lavender's also going to lean over to Creed and just go, also, now I think about it, keep your cursing down, there's a kid here.
What? Huh?
And I just imagine Nixie's already asleep. Just like hands on her belly, just fully asleep. Like cake crumbs on her mouth.
Creed will. He's gonna. Actually, I guess he'd probably be back in his swimsuit. He's gonna grab his overcoat from, I don't know, coat hanger, wherever, and just kind of drape it over Nixie as like an impromptu blanket.
Why are you still in your swimsuit, by the way? I've been meaning to ask. It took her like an hour to cook all the food.
Listen, it's actually really comfortable. And, okay, with everything I wear, I swear it weighs like 10, 12 pounds. This is like half a pound at most.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, look at the fur collar. That is not lightweight. This is made to keep me warm.
It looks comfy though.
It is really comfy.
Yeah.
I have a scarf.
And it looks like pretty
that.
cool. You can just kind of like swish the cape around you and you look like a badass.
Oh yeah, and check these shit out. He's gonna go to like the coat, and the sleeves pop open, so he's able to stick his arms out with the sleeves still dangling.
That's
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, did you get that? Did you buy that for yourself, or did you like? Did which is his name? The priest dude died for you when you found out you were leaving.
No, it's actually his old jacket.
Ooh, that's
Father
oh,
Albanus.
nice. Oh, don't tell me you stole it. He gave it to you, right?
No, he gave it to me.
Okay, I'm for you. I'm glad. That's a nice. I was going to be like, that's a really nice hand me down. I like that's real sweet of him, and then you tell me you stole it, and I'd be like, fuck you. No, I'm glad you did.
No. I mean, I have stolen from him, but it wasn't this.
Well, I guess that's what matters in the end.
Yeah. Korthina
So
looks
what about
down
you?
at the table and she looks at the others. Ah, this is so nice.
Yeah,
This
let's
is
get them sick more often.
Hey,
That's not what I meant, but okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We love them. I
Me
hope they're
too.
feeling better.
I love Bloom. I hope they feel better.
If you like,
Yeah.
you heard her earlier. She sounded like she swallowed a frog. And I mean, that's
Yeah.
saying something.
Put her own foot in her mouth. Please.
God, Jar, you were so pale. You looked pink. You looked like lipstick. Ugh.
Ooh. It looks like you ate like
Yeah.
I mean, you might have.
You
He's
know
very
what
gullible.
Kramer's probably doing. The Theodomer's probably waiting for them to die so he can turn them into zombies. That's what's happening right now.
Oh, don't say it. No, I'm kidding. He's gonna like scoop more of the cake into his mouth. Just don't what the.
Yeah, that was.
That just occurred to me.
I kind of assumed that was going to happen, but I figured he'd try to keep him alive first, then say, fuck, I couldn't. But
Better. No, seriously. If anything happens to Gloom, I'm gonna kill whoever's responsible, even if it is the Admar. Actually, especially if it's the Admar.
I don't think it's. I think Gloom will be fine, but if not, we can just go fight death itself. Whoever it is nowadays, Mercule, whatever, Kalevmar, whatever, we'll find it. You'll figure it out.
You know what? That's a good last point. We have an Archfey, we have a demon from the Abyss. What's death? Just throw that on the do list.
Yep.
I need to go to the Abyssal, by the way.
What about the Beetle?
I need to go there. I have an errand to run.
I would,
In the Abyss? What?
Sorry, I just thought of it. I need to put that on my to-do list. She's looking around for like paper and pen.
Oh,
Can you please explain?
It's the
We don't want you running off again.
No, not just me. I mean, we all can go. So we can make it a field trip. She's like genuinely, she's like sitting there like lifting up her plate. She pulls over a napkin.
I have calligraphy set in my coat pocket. Just take it out of there.
Oh, here. Okay, cool. And she does that. She like writes a little note that she needs to go to the Abyssal. Yeah, I didn't make a deal, but it's just I have to run some errands there to get some stuff. You know, when we get the chance. She puts it in the pocket of her swimsuit cover because she's still wearing all that.
No problem. Just go into the abyss and come back out. No big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds pretty dangerous. I'm in.
Well, I need to make sure you idiots get out, so obviously I'm going. Plus, I have business there too, apparently.
Yeah?
Yeah, we
I
just need to
think.
load up on a holy water. We need to find a good priest, Father of Wellness, maybe. Ooh, maybe that's what we do. We go up to the, like, whatever the dude is, we kill him, or we send him back. I don't know. I don't really care. Then we go up to the village, my village little thingy, and from there we see if we can get any information for try to help Char out there. I don't know why there'd be stuff there, but maybe there is. There's glowing rocks, so maybe that's a good sign. Then we go up, and then we find a way to get into whatchamacallit, the abyss. So then we fucking kill the dude. We kill Orcus.
Sounds
All
great.
problem
She
solved.
looks at Creed. She looks at Creed. So I will need you to at least come with me because you speak Infernal, right? Because I heard that's in there.
Wait, they
yes,
speak a different language, don't they?
They do. That's
And
why
Lavender's like-
they
yeah.
speak Abyssal in the Abyss.
It's just a different dialect of Infernal.
I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out. I know like 6 languages.
See, you're great. You can tag along.
Oh, speaking of which, Korthina, do you mind tomorrow morning teaching me some more Draconic? I knew that I really fucked that up sentence, but
Yeah.
I'll treat you some
Let me
Sylvan in
this.
exchange.
What?
Hmm?
Let me in on this. I want to learn Draconic.
Yeah, we can all learn it. That'll be fun.
And I'll teach you some Sylvan in case we run into those fuckers, and also if you want to stay in the Freedom States later. Because who wants to stay here? This place is a racist piece of shit. I mean, come on, dude.
Someday I want a beach house.
Beach house would be
Ah.
pretty nice.
I would like one.
If you say so.
Actually, hang on. That reminds. Okay, circling back. I'm not sure if we asked you what you wanted after the adventuring.
Oh yeah,
business,
Korthina.
Me?
Would you just would you just keep adventuring until you drop, or would you retire like your father?
She sits there and she like looks down and almost kind of like takes one of like the pitchers of water that's on the thing and like pushes like in front of her face, and she's like pulls her hat down a little bit, kind of like embarrassed, and she sits there and she's like stirring her food around, like kind of mixing it together. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I just keep going until I retire like my father did, because the only reason why he retired is because my mom, because she convinced him to make a bakery. So
And Lavender's going to smile and smirk at that and just go, oh, I get it. You want to settle down with a nice chiefling who's given up
I
drinking
didn't say that. I didn't say that. No. I mean, it doesn't have to be a tiefling. It could be anybody. And she just sits there and keeps
Oh, a cute frog. I know. That's what he meant. I know.
Yeah, just find someone, because I mean, what's the point in settling down when you're by yourself? I personally don't want to be alone. So, yeah, it's just, you read stories, the knight comes and picks up the princess, woohoo, like.
Well, you're the knight, so now you gotta find your princess.
I mean, Lavender did call me a pillow princess, so.
That's sad. You don't want that.
Sure.
Okay, wait, do you know what Pillow Princess
I
even means?
Yeah, but I'm just Lavender's just gonna say, yeah, you saw that lady. What's her name? That's how you say it her later. You know what you know.
I'm sure she took the reins on that one.
Yeah. Lord, yeah.
She takes a big bite of frickin' cake. Like, she just stabs, takes dang near half a slice of cake and puts it in her mouth. I guess I gotta clean up and then go to bed.
Yeah, I'll get Nixie to here to bed, then settle in for the night.
Yep.
I'll help you
If
clean
you're
up.
screaming in the night, it's probably just me sleeping. It'll be fine.
Korthina grabs the leftover crab cakes and the rice and puts it she starts putting it all on 1 and 2 arms. She's getting all the plates, stacking up the old plates, and she like a waitress, how they have all that stuff. She's just doing that just naturally, and she turns and starts walking back into the kitchen with half the shit.
Oh wait, Lavender's
I
gonna go.
couldn't
Wait. We should probably have a test. And she's gonna take out the plate of for ceremony, just leave it down. It's anyone got extra slice of cake? We'll put it here.
Heck yeah!
I mean,
she
I only
just-
ate 2 bites of mine, yeah.
Nixie, oh, be careful. We better make sure Nixie and the pets, Sacramentons or Parkington, Woofsy, Nifiki, They better not get into this. And we also have to make sure. Now we have to think about Thalmir. Are you sure he's not going to steal it, try to eat it?
I don't think he
Here,
can.
Mother-
put it up on the shelf. There's a high shelf over there.
Yeah. We don't need
She
an elf
points
on
to
the
the
shelf.
kitchen.
We best be careful. Yeah, let's do that. You're right.
Cool. That's awesome. Sticks it, but she walks and pushes all the stuff in the kitchen, like on the counters, and she starts dumping the food like to like a box that she like dumps outside, like for compost and shit.
Nice.
Starts throwing them in the sink. Starts cleaning up the kitchen.
So Creed will be on dryer duty or whatever.
He's just gonna sit there with a towel and just dry it. She's like doing like a million things at one time.
And then you watch at the end, I imagine Korthina gets... I imagine at the end, Korthina just uses her flames on the remaining plates and just Creeder's just sitting there like, fuck what I did.
Just, all right, well, cool.
So she's like, she is stoking up the kitchen, so it starts like getting really hot in there, and so like things start drying faster on their own, and it's just because she's just used to being in a bakery, so everything's like really hot, and Creed start kind of sweating a little bit, like, oh god, it's really warm in here.
Oh, thank God I'm still wearing a swimsuit. See, I told you, Lavender.
Fair.
See, oh, then she opens the window after all the dishes are done, and then all the hot air goes out, and just cool air comes in, and she just stands there. Clean kitchen, so nice. Now I'm gonna go say a prayer and go to bed. And she starts kind of wandering out of the kitchen. Good night, guys. Night, Lavender.
Good night. And Lavender's just going to pick up Nixie and whisper to Creed, I'll bring your cloak back in a second. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. It's alright. I'm probably just gonna stay up staring at the ceiling anyway, so.
Oh.
Well, that's depressing. All right, but good night.
He just stops for a second after she hears him say that, and she looks, and she kind of backs up into the kitchen and opens the freezer. Pulls out this tiny little, it's like, I want to say a cup. Like if you took like a measuring cup and flipped it upside down and popped it off, there's like looks like a little pastry, and she hands it to him. Eat that. She turns around and walks out of the kitchen.
What? Okay,
It'll help you sleep. When you you can unwrap it like from the cloth, it has like this really nice like lavender smell.
Ooh.
And, no, just not that lavender, but the flower lavender. And it's on top of it. You see like flowers like embedded to the cake, and it's almost like it looks like a chocolate, like a dark chocolate cake, little pastry. And it has like a light purple like frosting kind of drizzled on top of it.
At that, Lavender's like, she says, I can't be one-upped, and she like kind of like reaches down with Nixie and kind of like balances her and like gives her, pulls out some flowers and goes, this will help you sleep. I stole them from the Feywild.
No.
Well, I didn't really steal them. They're, you know what I mean.
Creed's just gonna take the pastry and kind of break it in half and offer the other half to Lavender and Nixie, and just, just in case.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yep, you take care.
And that's where I'm done. If y'all want to continue.
Alright. Well,
Korthina's heading up the stairs. Yep.
Yeah, that went on way longer. I hope that was fine.
Yeah, that was nice though. That was a good conversation.
I like that.
Okay.
That was nice.
Yep.
Is there anything else you guys want to cover?
No, Korthina's gonna say a prayer, and it's gonna be different than last week because you never answered the one from last week. So I'll message you that.
All right. Well, in that case, thanks for hanging out. I got this little closing script. So thanks for hanging out, Warden. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you next time in the weave. Warden out. I'm gonna go.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the. I'm gonna do this little. I'm gonna hit the raid button. So we're gonna go raid. Should I raid Hostess Misaki or Beyond the Dreamers?
Ooh, Beyond the Dreamers.
Dreamers, yeah.
All right.
Can you actually get the raid button to work? Because that's something I actually don't know how to do.
So, just a second. Yep. Okay, so start raid. And then I'm going to hit
Okay,
the stop streaming button on my side.
What the hell does a raid even do?
It
It's
sends us over to them.
Yep.